Ветер уносит дым, дай нам хоть миг в наш тихий плен. О, мой мир, звездопад, там, где рай, там и я. В глазах размытый след, хоть в руках ушедший день. Все унесет потом, все потеряет цвет. Придем и снова беспечный свет. О, мой мир, звездопад, там, где рай, там и ад. Мгновения, как пыль, шепчет время нам внутри. Все унесет потом, все потеряет цвет. Придем и снова беспечный свет.
Drop of rain, who knew it would lead the world to pain? Lift away, I will stay my course. No, it won't change me suddenly. As brutal as it seems, I steal my veins. Current waves, I will stand against the altar neon. Return to where I was going, forever lost, but I'm not losing. Where could you be? Time's got me wasting away. So why'd you say, wait for me till I get back? The past is the past, the future's the future. So nothing ever lasts, and all the skies are black. It's like some kind of curse. So help me see your meaning in this life in reverse. We rush through the gleaming, we're only dreaming. The rain is rising from the ground and deep below. The air is humming, the storm is coming. The crowd of masses, but it has nowhere to go. Sleep, then awake, start again. We all return in the end. The years fold back on each other, forever gone. But I'm not going, I'm still with you, just like a spirit, a ghost. That's how you know that I've arisen back. One era to the next, from one life to another, a love left unexpressed. That's how they keep us trapped inside their universe. So help me find the key to this life in reverse. Now run I'd never choose to watch the world ignite. Ignore the rumors, refuse to fight. Tomorrow comes and new light dawns. The sun, not sparks from ashes gone. There was a moment that the last would steal my inability to keep it real. But it becomes when clocks have run, just peace, no retribution. When it all seems like it's lost, the golden glow of moonlight glows. Branches reach from depths below. I'll carry the scars. I'm strong enough for yours. Take me back to you. Does it take ashes to remember fire? The smoky loss won't bring back desire. I'm mourning for you. It's what I do. I know for all that I've been through, I'm still renewed. When it all seems like it's lost, the golden glow of moonlight glows. Branches reach from depths below. I'll carry the scars. I'm strong enough for yours. Take me back to you.
Bro, what the fuck, man? Is that better? I don't know why my mic wasn't connecting. I had to disconnect it. What the fuck, man? Hello, 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 hello. Hello. I think the OBS is saying I'm not muted anymore, so we'll see. My flat screen TV. Oh, thank you, Zodiac. That's probably a little too much of me, but that's fine. Okay. Also, I switched out Aleph because I use max bond, so I don't get like insta aggro the moment I log in. It's great. Alright, let's uncap. And then do some other bullshit, and then we need to get like right into it because we got a lot to do tonight. We got a lot to do tonight.
We will experience all this over and over again.
On 16K TVs, hell yeah.
On the microphysics of power.
Alright. Is my fan coming through? Because I have it on full blast right now. It is warm as hell in here. Say goodbye? Okay, cool. Oh, thank you, thank you.
A perfect performance.
Say
All
goodbye.
thanks to the luminescent night.
Shiny white pearl in 16K, yeah. My bald ass head. What am I? Oh. Oh my god, more Picrasmus. Alright, can't hear it so far. Wait, what do you mean? Is something not going through? Reverse seems to be going okay. Oh, you know what? Let me turn down, what was it that was too loud? Was it the battle sounds, or was it the, music? Oh, that's why. BGM's cranked all the way down. What the fuck, man? Just, I don't know, down that way. Just so it's not, like, blasting out your ears. Alright. Oh, I need to uncap Phil, actually. Hang on.
Standing on an observatory platform.
Need bigger game sound still? Shit. Can't hear. Oh, the fan. Okay, good. What am I doing? Oh, uncapping. Jesus Christ, my train of thought. Yeah. Thank you. Alright, we're just gonna do one run of this, and then we can get right to it, I think.
A blessing bestowed by fate. Ridiculous.
What events running for you? The one for chapter 8 was painfully slow for me, so I kept ignoring them. Wait, the web events? The chapter 8... I don't even remember what the chapter 8 one was. The one for this event was fine. Like, it was just point and click. It wasn't anything too, difficult. The Aleph one kept screwing me up. Like, it kept messing up for some reason. And I had to keep reloading. But we got there eventually.
A trench coat has higher practicability.
No more grinding this event stage for me. Now I can focus on multiple pre-grinding. Oh, did you finish this shop? I think I'm pretty close to finishing just because I had to use up a whole lot of Picrasmus yesterday. Hey, Mask, how are you? Doing dailies at the same time with Impromptu, hell yeah. Impromptu just clears, dog. Did Somnambulism reset, actually? Because that should have ended by now, right? Or like the last cycle should have ended by now. Did I say hi? Hi, Mask, welcome. I don't remember if I said hi or not. That should be a no. No, what the fuck am I missing? Oh.
A trench coat has higher
it's not that.
practicability than a sari.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter, we'll get it.
Masala Baba is not a good snack for midnight.
You still do the critter stuff? I
Back
just
in the
collect.
days when
I collect and
studying at
rerun.
university,
Because like what? Why not?
Nothing
Right?
to me
Might as well.
like this.
Maybe they introduce new stuff eventually, and then I'll have so many resources that it doesn't matter.
Masala Baba is not a good snack for midnights.
Okay.
Back in the days when
I think that's
studying
everything we
at
need to do,
university,
so let's go
I was
ahead and
tired
get
of
started.
having nothing to me like this.
You watched Super movie yet? Not yet. Superman, you mean? No. I'm probably gonna wait for that to go on streaming. I haven't gone to the cinemas in ages. Gatmon. Right, we already did the survey, I believe. Oh, I was expecting intro scene like they usually have. I hear it's very good though, the Superman movie. Got to experience it early, trust, really? What the heck? I mean, if I can find a place to watch it online, I do not want to spend money in the theaters, man. Think about how many rolls that is. Alright, an unexpected visitor. Survey stage. We've already done the survey stage. I did that ages ago. When it first dropped, actually. Oh, it's tomorrow.
It does
Okay.
seem that.
Tens of dollars. Just tens of dollars, brother, please. You're here. Perfect. I have something to tell you. My transfer request finally went through. When is this taking place? Her formal announcement doesn't receive the attention she expects, but Hissabeth's excitement is enough for her to overlook the confusion in her colleagues' eyes. This is the best news I've heard all week. I thought you wouldn't get back to me for months. Good thing I didn't wait that long to start clearing up my work. On the 16th, not the 15th. That's yeah, okay. That makes sense. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh god, they got stormed.
So,
I've seen this lady on fucking Reddit. So you mean you're leaving our project?
About that.
Relax, I'll handle everything. It won't have any effects on the research, no? As the storm clouds gather over her colleague's face, the perceptive Melusine stammers out a compromise. Thinking about how many rolls that is. Exactly, man. Rolls or, cardboard. Either one. You know that moment in the story where Hissabeth was telling her story and I thought you were going to have her story for it? Is this not going to be her backstory? So we just never get her story then? Is that how that goes? Please, McGreen. Yeah. Okay.
You know what?
I can finish all my work in 3 days, don't worry. I can even rebook the ticket a few days sooner. That way, he is so pretty. Which one? Do things really have to end like this? Priest McGreen is known for her dramatic reactions. Still, the tremble in her voice catches Hissabeth off guard. 3 days is tight already. I still need time to wrap the buffer material around my biosphere. Ah, Sava, your call. What's our time frame? Something happened between us that made you want to leave. You could have just told me. Oh my god. Please.
What would that look?
I thought we were getting along swimmingly. We were co-first authors on that paper last month. As far as Laplace is concerned, shared authorship is thicker than blood, n'est-ce pas? I just don't understand, darling. If nothing's wrong, I mean, if there isn't any bad blood, why would you just up and leave us? Because I found a project I'm even more excited about. I've got to say, the direction is amazing. That's why I wanted to tell you right away. My opinion is that the story is mediocre, but I was expecting the story she told. Okay. Okay. Sylvie, darling, my words fail me. How am I supposed to pour out all that sorrow you've poured into my heart? A little over the top, isn't she? It's a breakup, yeah, actually. No, man, they're just good friends. Trust. Aren't you happy for me? The sincerity and confusion in those slit pupils throws Prismagreen into a brief moment of self-doubt amidst her pantomime sorrow. Maybe she really did just want to share her good news. Guess who's back? Welcome back, Pompa. How are you? New office plus sets. Oh, so this is prior to that, huh? I can see why you're upset. It sounds like it really came out of the blue. Upset? Oh no, it's after. It felt like someone yanked open my coat on a freezing night and started shoveling snow down my neck. Expecting Hissabeth to act with another's feelings in mind is a lost cause. If you want to keep her around longer, just give her extra tasks. That's more her style anyway. Enjoyable theater kid energy. Yeah, she's definitely a little bit over the top, isn't she? Writing then when there's an ambiguously gay couple. Yeah, I mean, that's the entire game, isn't it? When a coworker you got along with suddenly tells you she's leaving, after already filing the paperwork.
Oh dear.
It was just so cold. I couldn't help but be shocked. It hurt. Sabrina can't help but nod, preemptively heartbroken at the thought of being abandoned like that herself. Could Kanye is Soul's love child? Maybe she is. You never know. It's the right timeline and time frame, I'm sure. It's Hissabeth. It's well within the parameters of her behavior. She'd slap on a dive helmet and leap into the Mariana Trench if a new project caught her interest down there. This is kinda gay. In a way, she did try to consider your feelings. She just used the wrong formula to figure them out. Does that make you feel any better?
Dear.
Thank you. That's heartwarming. But I know she'd never make that kind of mistake with her actual work. What's the matter? Thought I heard my name. Guess we chose the right time to get up. That batch of reports from last night nearly did me in. It's not easy to run into an unfamiliar face in Possessed, especially not one that feels halfway familiar. Did you come with the latest delivery from a boss? Oh, my darling Sylvie, my icy little cornichon. How long has it been? A sudden warm hug earns a confused look from the sleep-deprived researcher. Major K, Sylvie. Anecdotes? Yeah, it's been a while. Still, I see, Time has rusted over memory as she tries to spit out a name. It's familiar, right off the tip of her tongue. Wait, what the fuck does this take place? Wait, this is a flashback, isn't it? I think? No, man. What? So hot. No, we worked together just before I transferred to sets. Your name? Oh, I see. She completely forgot her.
Okay.
You know, I just woke up. Sometimes it takes a second. Any second. Bro. Holy shit. Luckily, one of her less forgetful siblings jumps in. Camille, we'd never forget our most beloved erudite and passionate friend. Oh, this is... Okay, so Prisma Green is the one they were talking to in that one trace then, huh? Did you ever get around to finishing the invisible river between experiments? I'm dying to talk about it with you. The little snake peeks out from Hissabeth's hair and gently curls around the visitor's wrist. Thank you, Estelle. I feel so much better now. Whatever would I do without you? Camille. Oh, yes, yeah, definitely. Of course, Camille. It's so good to see you again. I don't even know what there is left to say to you, my cold little cornichon. Thought we were friends. More than friends. Colleagues. Estelle is number 8. Was it not I that was here for you when you first arrived at Laplace HQ? I that helped you during your first project? I came all the way to the Arctic just to see you. And you can't even remember my name. Oh, she's angry. A close friend. Generally can't tell if she's a fleeing lesbian. Hissabeth? No. Hissabeth doesn't seem to care about anybody, man. Camille? Maybe. Most likely, honestly. Or good friend. Historians say they were very good colleagues. I mean, realistically, it's not exactly reciprocated, is it? A close friend. A good friend. Hissabeth couldn't have truly forgotten her colleague, not her face, certainly. Back when she had first joined the LSCC, it was Camille who first helped her sign the contract. Good friends, good friends. Here's your contract. Standard clauses, but I recommend giving it a proper read. Researcher Hissabeth, you're a Melusine. That's quite rare.
About that.
My parents say I'm Melusine blooded, though honestly it seems to me we're something closer to a Medusa. Ultimately, I decided to just go along with it. They had already filled out the forms before any of us could write. I think Melusine sounds much sweeter than a Medusa. There's a legend that Melusines turn into serpents every Saturday. Do you do that? I've actually heard the legend before. Do you have a favorite version?
Of course.
Of course, my dear. There are indeed so many versions, but my preference is for the one that centers on the water nymph, Sina. As I recall, she agreed to marry a human king under one condition. He must never watch her give birth. Easiest fucking deal of his life, I hope. Sina. However, as men so often do, the king broke his vow, and Priscilla, ever true to her word, vanished without a trace, leaving behind her 3 daughters, one of whom was the very first Melusine. We have a little date on that because there's a lot. So Affy was right. I don't know what Affy said. Wait, did he say something about Hissabeth? Their mother, as a final act of cruelty and vengeance, cursed their children to transform into serpents every Saturday. Later on, Melusine herself fell in love with another human man. She offered him riches and power, but like her mother, she too had a condition. Every Saturday he was to draw her a bath and then leave her alone from sunrise to sunset. This guy didn't live up to his vow either, did he? These stories can be so predictable, n'est-ce pas? You're so very right. These tales always seem to follow the same script.
I think that...
The intention is a kind of moral lesson. A warning against the nature of human curiosity, always stubbornly breaching boundaries and prying into forbidden secrets, and the supernatural punishment that follows. He calls her Medusa. Oh, yeah. Dull and dated, I admit, thematically on brand for its era. Interpretation seems a little anthropocentric, don't you think? Who said that? The interruption of the second voice paints her face with a strange and sudden confusion, made even more vivid when a third chimes in.
So?
Do I sign here? Incredible. Do these little snakes have independent consciousness? I'm glad my siblings didn't startle you. So I'll just sign here then. Oh, yes, here on page 7, and the last page as well. Page 7. Got it. Give me a sec. What a fascinating species. Anyway, allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Prismagrain. I'll be your project lead, though I'd prefer you think of us as colleagues. It's so rare to find someone with real cultural literacy here. At Laplace, it's something far rarer than mere scientific brilliance. The way, I mean, it's YouTube. Glad you think so, but I'm not really the mythology fan in my family. You're looking for my sister. The mentioned snake pokes her head out from Hissabeth's sleeve. That would be me, Estelle. Pleased to meet you. I was just reading the contract and overheard your conversation. I didn't mean to interrupt.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Estelle, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. The project lead blinks, shifting her eyes down to scan her new colleague's personnel files again, attempting to make some sense of things. So in total, you're 9. There's 9 of us and 1 of her. But don't be fooled. I'm number 1 around here. She's only number 2.
Don't call me by my number.
We know. We promise to respect our little cornichon. What is cornichon? Pickle. The fuck? Huh? Okay. Sure. The discordant Estelle wrote. Yes, I remember that. The trace. The discordant snake and entourage begins to overwhelm Prismagrain, but they're quick to adjust. Why don't we get back to the subject at hand? As I was just saying, it's a human-centric perspective. Why does no one ever try seeing things from Melusine's point of view? Probably because Melusines don't write many academic papers. Hissabeth is forced to defend herself, or at least her legacy.
In fact...
I've written plenty of papers on behalf of my kind, thank you very much. And they've been published, no less. We know that, but just because you're a genius when it comes to aerospace materials doesn't mean you know jack about literary theory. Don't be so negative. Thank you. Maybe one day I'll write a story all about aerospace engineering, then we'll see who's laughing. How does Estelle write? Or any of the snakes write? You've always been my favorite, my dear little Estelle. Much nicer than some of your siblings. Fine, it seems I must reintroduce myself. Perhaps this will ring a bell. Researcher Hissabeth, back when you joined the Laplace HQ, you were part of the fireproofing serpentine ceramic installation project. Jesus Christ. The project details, like a sponge soaked in cleaner, wipe away the blur that had clouded her memory.
Oh, I've got it.
You know they share a mind, right? Like, why does she not remember even still? Prisma Green, I'm so sorry. How could I forget you? I do believe I've never met anyone whose arcane skills were more perfectly suited to testing materials than yours. Her tail, yeah. You have no idea how much I've missed you since I got here. They'll talk about you with Pointer all the time. How? How has that experiment progressed since? I haven't seen any new papers. I was actually thinking of writing to ask. Our sudden burst of friendly, effortless questions filled the room with an odd warmth, leaving her colleagues puzzling at her. My cold little cornichon, I'd be happier if you remembered me for more than just my arcane skills.
In fact...
It's on the seat chair, yeah. Why do they call her a pickle? It's weird. In fact, that is the highest compliment I can give. The conversation once again veers entirely off track. Thankfully, someone else chimes in. Miss Prismagrin, I'm sure you've come all the way to Placettes Branch for an important reason, right? Oh, absolutely. Something very important indeed.
Look at this.
Darling, have you given any thought to switching projects again? I thought she was human with an obsession with being too dramatic because we know from the two that all humans in Laplace are weirdos. I mean, is she not a human? Oh no, she's an arcanist, yeah. I mean, they're not all humans in Laplace, though, are they? And I think just all of Laplace is weirdos in general. Our veggie-based pet names a theme in French. The TF2 spy calls his lover My Little Cauliflower. I guess it's just like food, maybe? Give me 1 second, yeah. I mean, if that wasn't already clear. Resort. My biche? What is biche? Prismagrain delivers her invitation with the exact type of direct and forward sensibility she knows appeals to a colleague. Yet somehow Hissabeth manages to slip around it.
What do you mean?
A new project? What happened to your old one? Is that why you haven't published? Don't tell me it fell apart after I left. It was in great shape back then. Of course not. The project is thriving. We found a completely new direction. Super low temperature materials. I do believe our future in that field is as bright as the diamond beaches of Reykjavik. Dough in French, technically still food, right? In Naruto it says that most are humans and awakened. Yeah. But I mean, like, there are definitely some are humans there. I've applied for everything I need. Staff, funding, labs, equipment, test samples, even vacation time and bonuses. In fact, our funding is very tight, so I do wish we had that here. I even had to spring for the runium for a teleport disc myself. Thanks for reminding me. You told me to deduct that from your own budget. Outrageous. How could Laplace leave such talent to languish without proper funding? If you get promoted and be my leader, I believe my supply application will be approved without a hitch. Working? Oh, for sure. I'm not sure that's in my career plan, darling, but I'll try to keep it all in mind. As for why I'm here, isn't it obvious? Take a vacation. Why does everyone come to Placettes for a vacation, man? This place is awful. I've been told by those lovely and always considerate little busybodies in HR that I've gone 3 years without a vacation, so I won't be allowed to return to my project until I use up my leave. International Rugby Equator, yeah. Luckily, just as I was flipping through travel guides, the whole of Laplace began buzzing about you. I really couldn't have asked for better timing. Clearly, darling, this is the work of fate. A stunning and gorgeous adventure across the far north, along with a chance to see a friend and former colleague.
Okay.
You're here for vacation, and seeing me is just a side trip. Oh, you mustn't think that, darling. I'm no better than you are when it comes to obsessing with overwork. If I didn't have so much work to do, I'd be happy to show you around. I'd be more than thrilled to escort Camille on her sightseeing tour. There aren't any sights worth seeing that wouldn't keep you away from us too long. It wouldn't be safe. venison. I tried venison for the first time. The baby called it Bambi and was shocked on the cover. Oh my god, please. You still don't know what the fuck Pointer is, yeah? I'm thinking Pointer is something like either something like Voyager or some fucked up Awakened. In a robot body, because she does have a trace where she refers to herself as Cepheus, and Cepheus is a constellation. It also says they have the combination. Yeah, I remember that too. Thing.
Dear.
Looks like we're star-crossed for now, but I do thank you both for the thought. Foamed up or just a cyborg, yeah. I don't think she's human. Because her trace seems to imply otherwise. Before I head out, Sylvia, tell me, will you accept my invitation? I'd be so thrilled for you to join us. Hissabeth flings her hand out to a nearby bowl of gingerbread, cramming them in her mouth as if to put space between the question and her answer. Oops.
Great.
Hissabeth, oh no, wait. Great, a chance to work together again. I wouldn't dream of passing that up, Camille. It's been so long since I've had someone to talk literature with. There's no appreciation for poetry up here. No one to chat to about Elliot in town. Sometimes I think I'd just be better off broom Pointer eyes the complaining snake, musing over what emotion she ought to feel. Is it really so bad here, Hissabeth? I could recite more poems to you if you'd like. No, please no. I prefer more efficient modes of communication. Doesn't matter much to me either way, only you say you've gotten full funding. Naturally, darling. We're a top-tier team in the internal priority rankings. That kind of backing is dangerously tempting. N'est pas, little Corisha? But Hissabeth has preemptively deployed another bite of gingerbread, offering only a strained and unclear response.
Dear.
Please, oh please, won't you consider it, Sylvie? You've already accomplished the impossible here, and all of the class is singing your praises. Most likely a golem. Possibly. Not with the trace, man. The trace makes me think she existed prior to whatever form she currently is. Dreams come true. Now with me, you could begin a brand new chapter. A new dream for us both. I can't think of a single reason for you to turn me down, darling.
Okay.
I'll hear you out. I assume you brought the project proposal. Now? The sooner the better. I can give you an hour. If we move quickly, we could start discussing your new project in half that time. There's really no need to rush things, darling. We'll have plenty of time to get you up to speed on the project while I'm enjoying the sights here.
In fact...
Camille, I didn't say that I'd accept, only that I'd consider it. So why not tell me now? Here's my brain gives a discontented huff as she dumps her travel bag onto the table. Somewhere between mounds of fleece, scarves, and earmuffs, she finds her proposal. Very well, darling. Read through this first and come and find me. Don't forget, I'm here on a wonderful whirlwind vacation. Now, would any of you dears be so good as to tell me where I might see the aurora? Or what was it? The ice flames? Hissabeth takes the document and leaves her colleagues, new and old, behind as they chat about directions and forecasts.
You know what, too?
Ah, what's up? I got a feeling you weren't really craving 3 handfuls of gingerbread. Well, just accept this invitation, Sylvie. I don't see why you're hesitating.
Huh.
We don't? Camille thinks we've already reached our dreams, but we've only answered one question. All our work so far has barely even brushed the edge of the cosmos. Always on cue, Monique.
About that.
I thought we all agreed that this is our shared dream. Yes, we did, but still, shouldn't we take some time to pause and reflect? Five's right. Reflection, course correction, that's the best kind of relaxation after wrapping up a project.
Okay.
Okay, you imply that a course correction is necessary. Oh, okay. Okay, is this just, Candy Crush? Yes. Learning funny Serpentes. Imagine you have a snake kid and you name it Serpentes. Like, what the fuck? Keep away at their confidence and to your side. Okay. That's it? Okay. Actually, thought one is Australian. Okay. Sure, man. Okay. Okay, so this buffs your other stuff then. Each with the moment hands front. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to know this, honestly. Okay, so we buff our attacks. Alright. That was easy. That was easy. I realized that Alep's story is permanent in the chapter, and it makes sense that it wasn't just a character story and something related to future stories. Wait, what do you mean by that? The scenario is pretty interesting though, like the main event you'll keep bringing half the story are internal struggles and conversations, which makes sense. I mean, there's not much to be fighting here, right? What's up? Hey, welcome in, John Alios. For once, I'm actually somewhere midway. What? What do you mean midway? You're halfway through the story, or? Oh, you joined halfway through. You're always so resolute, sister. I want to go back to every anecdote being movement puzzles like Spathos with her. I don't know, I kind of like these. These are fun puzzles. I especially like Alep's card game. That was fun. Very basic, but fun. The narrow tightrope ahead of us is shrouded in an inscrutable fog. Unless we walk it blind to fate, how can we know we've made the right decision?
Just give it a try.
There's not the podcast puzzles. It's common knowledge. Nothing bridges distance faster than talking about a mutual friend.
Dear.
That isn't close to any. Yeah. Yeah, I must say, you seem a much better match for Sylvie than I was. She's always found fault with my poetic turns of phrase. She suggested I was too theatrical. Can you believe that? Theatrical? Me? As much as I care for her, she can be so unfeeling. Wouldn't you agree? Pointer takes a moment to calculate. The end of the Ozaki stream is also about to end. Yeah, it's kind of, it does be like that. I know the path I ain't supposed to, but experimentation gives us gems. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't mind having like different mini games. He's well within acceptable parameters. We have had our disagreements, but I've always found Hissabeth to be straight to the point and dedicated to her work. Sometimes dangerously so.
Okay.
Bring you information about Laplace Lorenz and Grace's stories. Oh. More's the pity. You two really are a fine match. Praise McCrane, yeah. Darling, be honest with me. Do you think there's any chance she'll say yes? What? To my invitation. Here, it seems you have a much deeper insight into her mind than I ever had. Tell me, please, what do you think she'll do? I feel like this lady is more French than Hissabeth is. The pause is longer this time. The computations grow even more complex. Hissabeth is highly perceptive when it comes to interpreting new data on both its costs and benefits. In this, we are very alike. Horrible, but yeah, I mean, I guess it's nice if you're just trying to get through it, but yeah, if you're actually trying to play the minigame, there's nothing to do there. My analysis would suggest that she would find any proposal on such generous terms to be enticing.
What if?
It isn't her preferred field. Minigames in the pressure. Yeah, I do like the little Candy Crush mode. Lacking any modeling to analyze his question, she offers only a very human shrug. The design is very human. I wish Hissabeth had more of a French accent or spoke French more. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like you wouldn't even be able to tell she was French just hearing her talk until the snake started talking. This one, really? Even in her, like, bio and stuff? What the snake said. Snake doing? Oh, is this that's the scene from her her trailer.
So,
Roll was home up, isn't she? Is Prisma in French? Like, I know she calls her cornichon, but I just assume that's because the snake call her that. So our meeting today has been called to discuss our possible transfer. The Laplace office in Placesta is offering us a role in an aerospace-related research project. Our project would be to develop teleportation discs capable of delivering supplies to spacecraft. What could be a more perfect fusion of arcanum and science? This has the potential to be exactly what we're looking for. The floor is open. Let's hear everyone's thoughts. Yes. As usual, Seth abstains. Anyone else? I think you're overstating things. It's only tangentially related to our targeted field. But it is related. It's just like eating a fish. You've got to go bite by bite. Her unusual metaphor fails to clarify things, and the topic derails. I told you those fish in the eco-tank were Six's doing. It wasn't me, it was Seth Nest. Probably training his hunting skills again.
okay.
All discussion of the eco-tank incident can wait. Back on track. Monique's point is what I wanted to highlight. We'll begin with just working on transporting supplies into orbit, sure, but that's just the beginning. With time, we may be able to teleport people there too. A tail tip rises. The siblings pride themselves on being fully informed before taking sides. Sorry, I was out cold all last week. Would someone kindly tell me where Plasetsk is?
About that.
In simple terms, it's a little north of Moscow, give or take 500 miles. In the Arctic Circle, one gusset of popsicles, ice everywhere, very exciting. A vivid description, irrefutable and for many visibly unpleasant. Hissabeth attempts to salvage Plasetsk's image.
Be patient.
The research is all indoors, in a climate-controlled office. Yes. Sounds like Sithness is in a fan. Why doesn't Sithness talk? The Arctic Circle. Sounds like an adventure. What could possibly be better? Crazy how all snakes have names. Well, I mean, they're technically her siblings. Not even technically, they are her siblings. It'd be like if your brother or sister didn't have a name, right? That'd be kind of weird. Makes me hope that we'll get an anecdote, which is the story of the character. I would like to know about the original I left before he used the dice and ceased to exist. Yeah. I mean, we did get Fatutu's, and that was fairly recent. Like her event. Let's wrap this up. Oh, we fighting. Green heals, right? So we just don't use that. Do I see a red run here somewhere? I don't. Alright, we'll do fucking that. Why? Awakens. I need a coin. What does blue do? Oops. All 9 siblings and hoping all 9 are normal is pretty much, I mean, you just have enough and suddenly, like, eventually something's gonna go wrong, right? Bro, let's die. There we go. There's at least a slow one among the Kobian. Hissabeth wakes from her dream, neck stiff as she looks down at the scattered project notes that fell from her hand. Clearly, I need some sleep. What a weird thing to dream of now. Is it? Or maybe your subconscious is reminding you, it's time for another formal vote. Usually her siblings were kind enough not to intrude into her dreams. Usually. You really are a sneak. Fine, are we going to hold another meeting? Honestly, I don't see a reason to turn her down. You mean concerning Prisma Green's proposal?
Okay.
I admit the project files are interesting, but it's not exactly cutting-edge research. It's focused and entirely practical refinement. I think our current project's near shutdown should be added to our risk assessment. I doubt it'll be the last. Abandoning a project over a few problems isn't our way. Starlight doesn't always have to light our way, Phoebe. Sometimes we can look elsewhere. Seems like we're far from a consensus this time around. It's a position that is far from unusual for these siblings.
In fact,
Pushing for a conclusion without consensus doesn't help. Let's just unwind a little first and gather our thoughts. Maybe find something to eat. I propose we delay our decision until the next meeting. The grumbling stomachs make for a quick decision, and the motion passes unanimously. It's always this place. When you work in a place too few restaurants, you're bound to bump into familiar faces. Because you know what number one's name is? I don't remember what any of their names are. Like, I know one of them is Monique, and one of them is Serpentes, because why the fuck would you name your kid that? And then Estelle, the one that talks to Chris McGreen. And that's it.
Speaking of which,
Oh, Miss Hissabeth, what a surprise. Considering the lack of quality restaurants in this area and our shared love of food, I'd hardly call it too surprising. One with Alexander sounds tough. It's all good, kiddo. You being here just means we can order more. The stewed beef looks good. Or is there something you wanted to try? Or I'd like to try the beef, if you'd like to, I mean. This is post-storm, so all of this is different now. Wait, this is a decade prior, isn't it? Then let's do that. Plus one of these and a couple of those cookies I like. Thank you. Snakes names are already listed already, yeah. I'm not remembering 9 names, man. That's a lot. Old Yuri will make sure you leave full and happy. Yeah, Yuri. So have you heard anything from Winsong? After what you've been through, I thought she'd have gotten you into another position real quick. She said the same, but I guess she received some sudden news. She said she had to go somewhere to lend a hand. 77, this is after the third storm. Don't know, nothing. I'm still here for now, at least until she returns. What about you? I'm a little confused about what Aleph is because he doesn't know anything about the original. In the description of the fight with him, it says the original is dead. It's the only person who receives something. I believe the implication is that he fractured so much that there is no longer an original. They're all just facets of the original person. Like, if you shatter a mirror, right? Like, what is the mirror itself? None of the pieces. I mean, did you decide anything yet? Here's your toast and cream fish soup. Eat up, girls. Cream fish soup. Ew. It looks delicious, Mr. Yuri. Thank you. It's old Yuri's best dish. Don't forget to dip the bread. The ever-striving little astronaut can't help but nod and follow out his suggestion. It's really good. Old Yuri walks off, satisfied with the praise. Everything's changing so fast. It's comforting when something still tastes the same. Hissabeth glances over. Kiprina is gently stirring the soup, lost in thought. Changing soup flavors had been the least of her worries. Maybe I can offer some emotional support. But thank you. She sees the quiet hope in the eyes looking back at her.
in fact,
All the stars we see are really billions of light years away. I don't know how that's supposed to help. By the time we finally get to see it, the star it's from may have already collapsed. But it's still there for you to see, and its light will keep on traveling forever.
oh,
That's really kind of poetic. Maybe it is. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The light in your eyes, your memory of that star, your very existence is someone else's legacy. So don't be too sad. You'll carry them forward just like they carried you.
I'm doing much better.
Thank you, Mrs. Beth. I guess I'm just not used to all these changes. But I'll try my best to hold them in my memory. I know that's what they'd want. Hissabeth nods with some satisfaction, filing the moment away in her memory. Next time someone accuses her of being distant, she'll have solid evidence to the contrary. She turns her attention back to her soup until Kaprina's soft laughter scoops her up again.
But
I guess I'm just surprised to hear you say all that. I remember when you told us you were allergic to poetry. Our shared consciousness means that I'm reading Chaucer and 2 is reading about I'm reading Chaucer and 2 is reading about general relativity. All 9 of us gain a measure of both. Maxim had been holding back for a while to preserve the atmosphere Hissabeth had carefully constructed. Now it found the perfect opening and struck. The way they talk about it, right? Like, she files away the memory and she constructs the thing. It's like, these are very practiced movements. These aren't natural to her.
About that.
It's extremely efficient. Even Pointer is envious of our ability to analyze data so fast. Still, we have our own passions. I've never really liked literature or philosophy much. Though I wasn't really being serious back then, I do like poetry, a little, in small doses. It can be an effective tool for mental training. Analyzing layers of imagery, tone, and emotion can be useful for sharpening one's logical faculties. Sylvie, do you really have to reduce it to a science? Poetry is the crowning glory of civilization.
In fact,
Did one of your favorite writers once say that one illiterate person could humble any writer? Something like that. Well, I can read, but... who was it? Eliot? Or maybe Whitman? One of them, anyway. I think he'd appreciate my point of view. However Eliot or Whitman would have reacted, it's abundantly clear someone else is not pleased right now. Ah. Oh, Fate, why did you bite her? You know why. Imbecile, did you fear that we'd all feel it? What just happened? Such sudden family conflicts are rare and don't usually turn to biting. Kibrina reactively begins separating them from one another. In the process, she missed the perfect moment to ask her question. They are fighting each other. Yet a hint of curiosity lingers in her mind.
Speaking of which,
Will you accept Miss Prismagrim's invitation? They mentioned Lake Ladogai in the main event. Plenty of ice fishers there, especially on Father's Day and Men's Day. Proof in the pudding. Person's name is Maxine. Sounds so tough.
so,
Let's return to the topic of our last meeting. Do we join Prismagreen's new project or stick with our own? Uma Musume, hell yeah. I love Uma Musume. Keep fucking losing, but I love it. I don't know how to get my goddamn sparks up. What is our current project again? Space? Stars? Everything Voyager 1 encountered beyond our atmosphere. We finally finished our research proposal. I think it still needs work. Camille's proposal has already passed Laplace review. Nailing down a new research direction isn't easy. These things can take time. Why not check out Camille's plan first? About to go? Oh, for sure, Ben. Have a good one. As if struck by inspiration, Hissabeth claps her hands.
you know what?
Estelle, you're right. We should go to headquarters. Why not? Evaluate first, decide later. We've saved up enough vacation days. Awesome. A field trip and a scouting mission. Maybe even fully expensed. Who's Camille? That is Prismagreen. That is her actual name. I do love an expense report. Alright, let's vote. Alright. Showing your tongue. Have to see your arsenal of persuasion techniques. Okay. Sure. These are not chaining. Please. Oh, we got hit. By far, these persons on the field can fall as usual, but generally cannot be interacted with. Okay. Use technique. Fucking here, I guess? Oh, I see. Wait, probably better to do it lower, huh? Eloquence. Insane. Oh, wait. Black fog. The combos is convincing because we did us using Candy Crush to argue, yeah. Why is this one glowing? Does that mean anything? Oh, alright, bro, just die. There we go.
Sure.
I wanted to talk to you about Point pauses to re-examine her optic feedback as it becomes clear the girl holding the snake is not who she thought. Oh, I thought you were Hissabeth. Sophie was up all night talking with Prismagreen. I suspect you won't see either of them this morning. Thanks again, sweetheart. I'll be off now. Shall I walk you out? The snake flicks its tail, declining the offer, and vanishes through the door. I was just helping Monique feed the fish. The thoughtful girl gave a very short explanation so Pointer could understand her easily. Then she couldn't help but murmur out the thoughts racing through her head.
Speaking of which,
If Mrs. Hissabeth really does decide to join Prismagreen, she'll probably take the eco tank with her, won't she? It's a logical deduction. I certainly won't be feeding them in her absence. I was just thinking. Don't get too sentimental. Once you and Winsong are back at HQ, you'll probably see her again. Though knowing her, I doubt she'll stay there long. Just if Miss Hissabeth decides to accept, then it'll be her choice. The other shoe drops louder and sooner than anyone expected.
It does seem that.
Ah, good you're both here. I've arranged with Prismagreen to head back to Laplace HQ. Remember to feed the fish. What?
What would that look?
Seeing her confusion is genuine, Pointer decides to answer in plain terms. Well, remember? We're trying to push Camille his best ship, I guess. Hissabeth has never been troubled by packaging. After all, she has 8 helpers.
Not the best choice.
Leave that, and that too. We're only going on vacation. Oh, but I haven't finished that one yet. I'm the one that needs to lug them around. 3 books, max. Sylvie, my darling sister, 5. Just 5. Come on, please. Is it just me, or are you starting to sound exactly like Prismagreen?
No worries.
Can I come in? Yeah, door's open for you anytime. Thanks, I had noticed. I was hoping to talk about those shelved research plans, but I guess this isn't the best time.
About that.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that too. This place is a mess. Can you grab that folder for me? The gray one. So this is going to be your next pursuit.
Of course.
Given the context of aerospace applications, protective measures are obviously crucial. A good angle, but as a research topic, it could use more refinement. Winter scans the document in her hand in a series of careful and precise eye movements, putting the conversation on hold.
Be patient.
Take your time, no need to rush to think up your constructive criticism. I'm sure you'll get it to me before I leave. The word leave triggers something deep in Pointer's circuitry. I hadn't predicted that you would go, just like that. Aren't you concerned about personality clashes? As I recall, Miss Prismagreen said you had a serious argument the last time you announced your departure.
In fact.
Oh, that. I wouldn't call it an argument. I simply didn't agree to her proposals. She has a habit of blowing things out of proportion. And the success of our research here proves I made the right choice. Respectfully, I disagree. Of course, I can't deny your success here, but your decision was reckless. Luck and probability played a significant role in your success. I don't regret trying to talk you out of it, even if you got lucky. Has there ever been a scientific endeavor that didn't rely on a little luck and probability? All that I care about is how we succeeded. That's the problem. That's entirely the problem, Hissabeth. I had hoped you'd give your decisions a more sober analysis during our wind down. A gentle voice slips in between the two gradually rising ones. And the not quite closed door creaks open again. The girl peeking in looks as if she's about to step out on a tightrope. The door wasn't shut. Do you need any help?
No.
We're fine. The synchronized nature of the reply seems to only highlight their tension. Still, their intruder doesn't press. Would you like me to close the door?
Merci.
Thank you. The click of the lock begins a long silence. Calculations and meditations on both sides seem destined to break. Take a look at this when you have time.
What's
Research my
this?
proposal. What an interesting concept. I'm glad you've been keeping busy too. Hissabeth flips through eagerly, sparks flying between her eyes and the pages. Just this line alone could keep us talking for 3 days straight. I'm leaving tomorrow. But it's cool. We can always exchange letters. Damn, I forgot to unpause at the start of stream. I just noticed why there was complete silence. Oh dear. It's been about an hour, shit. Weightless Wasteland. What makes a perfect vacation? Entertainment. Depends on the person. The change of scenery. Not everyone craves that. Local delicacies. Oh yes, the more the better. One more raspberry panna cotta, please, and a puff pastry chicken soup with pumpkin. I'm ever so glad to see your appetite's as strong as ever, Sylvie. The feud at HQ blows the rest of the branches right out of the water. Too bad most researchers here know nothing about how to enjoy a good meal. You know, I've heard they're working on making a condensed nutrition pill. What a dreadful idea, darling.
Okay.
No, I can see it being quite convenient. I just hope they remember to make it tasty soon. Well, you can count me out right now. You can count me right out. I'll stick to something real. I'm tempted to order another dessert. What do you think? Not for me, but please enjoy your afternoon tea. This one's on me, remember? Merci, Camille. What a fulfilling vacation. Great food and even better research. I feel amazing. So is that it then? You really only came here for a vacation? Is something wrong?
But
It's just that you... Never mind, I'll get used to it. That experimental design you pitched last night was brilliant. You really are the perfect fit. Your joining this vacation, no matter how long it lasts, will boost our productivity tenfold. But have you decided, darling, for the sake of me, of anything, even just the puff pastry and the chefs here, won't you stay? Her earnest, heartfelt invitation pulls Hissabeth's attention back from her dessert.
in fact,
Project is fantastic, truly. You know, I'm not one for flattery. Helping out with your work here really has given me what I needed to sort out my thoughts. The praise sets the stage, her voice softens, and with it, Prisma Green's face falls. You're about to say but, aren't you? Oh no, dear, my heart's already too cracked. How could Laplace ever handle it if I went through another heartbreak? She covers her ears as a futile protest, knowing full well that she's never once managed to stop Hissabeth from doing anything that she'd decided on. Don't be childish, Camille. I know you're listening. I'm grateful for your invitation, and I truly believe in your project's future, but it's not aligned with the direction I want to pursue. The CCP looking at his hand. I don't accept that because I don't understand. You always say that.
in fact,
This time I don't intend to offer any opinions or suggestions. I'm letting you know my decision. You can decide for yourself whether or not you'll understand. I know I shouldn't pry, but I have to. Why bother? So you launch a record, or a spacecraft, or even a person into space. What's the point of it all? Maybe the stars are just too far away. By the time our poor little eyes witness their birth, they may have already collapsed in on themselves or faded away into nothing.
I just don't get it.
This is why we always find ourselves disagreeing, Prisma Green. You can't help but inject all this drama and poetry into matters of science. They both stopped mid-argument, right as it was about to crescendo. Two old friends, locking eyes, gripped by the unmistakable feeling of deja vu. Oh god. If something happened between us to make you want to leave, you could have just told me. I thought we were getting along swimmingly.
About that.
I'm just more interested in this new project, the fusion of Arcanum and science. Aerospace Frontier applications. Every part of it speaks to our goals as a researcher. It's a fringe project. It's doubtful you'll have any kind of team or secure any serious funding. Dear Sylvie, you must understand, Laplace brushing it off is a sign in itself. Our serpentine ceramic paper is about to be published. Think of the real-world applications, darling. With your talent, we could go so far down this path together.
So what?
You know what? So maybe we've got a knack for making ceramic materials, but we're more than that. It doesn't need to define us. I'm proud of what we've achieved here, but I want to pursue other goals, the things that really matter to me. I know it may seem hard to accept, but my talents and my passions don't perfectly align. When it comes down to it, we've chosen to pursue what is most important to us. What you're chasing is a life devoted to a barren, weightless void. It may seem like the future, but there's no life in it. Nothing can survive up there, darling. It's just idle curiosity and wasted effort. I just don't see how you can be so fixated on something that has no practical purpose.
In fact...
Why is curiosity not enough? Evolution preserved this instinct in us so thoroughly and powerfully that it must hold some essential meaning. Ultimately, I don't care whether you think of it as the natural drive of evolution or something as hokey as a higher calling. No one survives forever, not in space and not on Earth, Prism Green, but before our end arrives, we're going to live on our terms. For someone of your age, some might call that a childish act of rebellion. And from someone with your tone, some might call that a snide personal attack. I'm sorry, Sylvia, I didn't mean to attack you, the stars are just too far away. In ancient poems, I should be the one guiding you back into the fold. As your mentor, I have to insist, your brilliance just doesn't belong in a devotion to dead starlight.
I only pursue what interests me.
Then, if I know anything about literature, I have to insist on my part, too. Rejecting the call. If you need some poetic reason, then imagine me as some dust-eating serpent yearning for the sky and beyond it something higher still. Where did Voyager 1 end up? Where did the Golden Record go? After Earth, where else can we go? Every one of those wares matters to me, that weightless wasteland, and every star in it, they all matter to me.
And I don't need anyone else's recognition.
I'm not gonna lie, Prism Green is kind of annoying me. Like, goddamn, just take no for an answer, man. Clearly they see in each other's eyes a shared memory. The smiles after that silence carry more than nostalgia. There's a quiet recognition that neither of them has changed. Time hasn't moved, Time hasn't moved either side an inch, and with that understanding, further debate is pointless.
So?
Do you still think I shouldn't waste my brilliance on dead starlight? You never quite convinced me back then, darling. If not for the idealistic glow in your eyes, I might have pushed harder. I had an idealistic glow. Really? Oh, don't fuss over glows. All I meant then, as I do now, is that you're always welcome here. I'll keep a desk open for you. Not gonna lie, when they told me the disc project was getting scrapped, we did take some comfort in knowing it was there. I had truly never expected you to pull it off, let alone so spectacularly. Don't sugarcoat it. You still think it was a big waste of time. Call me a traditionalist, dear. Still, I hope that after that first taste of glory, you'd come back down to Earth.
Okay.
Too bad then. The universe is vast. The stars are beyond counting. I'll be up there looking at them for a long time coming. See, that right there, that blinding glow you get. Very well. Looks like I'm destined to drown in another flood of resumes.
Dear.
In every version of the story, Melusine always repeats Christina's fate. Maybe you've inherited more than just a talent for transmutation. The legendary Lusignan was built in a single night, but Melusine was never the architect. Yo, T, how are you? Welcome in. Over the years, I did try following your advice, thinking from a Melusine-centrism perspective. Please allow me to interrupt. I very much want to hear your Melusine-centrism literary critique.
Of course.
Dear Estelle, and you too, my dear, cold-hearted little Cornichon. Let me interpret the legend from Melusine's point of view. A miracle is kept by one's word. That's the true core of the story. I sincerely wish you the best of luck, my dearest Sylvie.
Merci.
I hope the same for you. Well, I'm afraid this means I won't be able to promise you an open desk any longer. With your help, this project is even more popular than ever. I've got applications piling up. I have to say that was some world-class showing off. Yeah, Prisma Green's a little too pushy, man. I'm not sure I like that. As agreed, the family of snakes gathers once more to discuss their plans at the end of their vacation. Honestly, too, I've got nothing against chasing stars on the cutting edge of science, but what does it have to be Plesetsk? Still, I must admit, I'm heartbroken over it. You know how much I cared for Camille. Pointer's new research proposal really convinced me. We should be able to secure a decent budget this time, right?
About that.
I actually agree with you, Maxim. The unexpected opening line quiets the snakes for a moment. Hiss? You nearly started 3 into speaking. Again, sir, my points are always solid. But, what is it you agree with?
You know what?
I would like to revise today's agenda. If there's no immediate launch planned, I propose we relocate the Plesetsk research project back to HQ. Plesetsk. Alright, we fight in. The freeze of thought modules in place as long as we want to look. No? Sure. No, not that. And... oh, it doesn't even fall. Okay, well... oh, can't even do that, huh? Thank you. Insane. Bro, I need that fire skill so I can get rid of this shit. What the hell? Oh, no. Green complete. Nope. Oh, I can't. God damn it. Here. Here. There. Oh wait, I have my skill again. There we go. Cognitive bias. I love her. She cares about you. She cares about you a little too much, man. At a certain point, you just gotta learn to say accept and no. That was more, and it was a lot of fun. Okay. How do you lose? Oh, I guess when they eventually kill you. Van, welcome in, Van. Welcome in. How are you? We're going through Hissabeth's story right now. Though a bit regretful, Estelle is still pleased with her trip, particularly because she finally has time to discuss her favorite topic to her heart's content. Ever since humanity created literature, snakes have always been tied to curses. From the dust-eating serpent of Eden to the epic of Gilgamesh, even the Milesian legend is like that. Sometimes this terribly anthropocentric view makes me so mad I want to give up literature altogether. We really must talk to Ulrich, my sweet little pumpkin. I remember he spent his vacation in your office recently. He's one of Laplace's most outspoken anti-anthropocentrism theorists. Really? Too bad I didn't get the chance to meet him. He was barely touching the ground those days, but more importantly, you were broommating. Not that it's any big loss. He didn't seem like the literary type. But he might know a thing or two about fish tanks. His setup looked way better than little cornichons. Just as the snakes begin to enjoy their chat, Hissabeth starts picking them up one by one, placing them back on her head. Why, those snakes are cool. Yeah.
In fact,
I'll remember to write Ulrich about eco-tank material compositions. Maybe he has a recommended formula. Parting brings such sorrow, my dear Sylvie. Are you really leaving again? I prepared a gift for you. A few of your favorite snacks that I know you can never find up there. Oh, and this. My grandmother's handwritten recipe book. May you always have a healthy appetite.
merci.
That's fantastic. Would you mind if I gave it to the canteen chef? You know I don't cook much myself. As you wish, darling. My grandmother was a kind and generous woman. I'm sure she wouldn't mind. I also prepared a long poem as a farewell. Shall I recite it for you now? Got it.
In fact,
Well, I don't have much time, besides... Of course, darling. I know you're not a fan of no lengthy text. Don't worry, I prepared a condensed version just for you. Hissabeth opens her mouth, but Prisma Green cuts her off with a theatrical gesture and clears her throat.
Dear.
Dear Sylvie, I must once again bid you a tearful farewell. I know that for my kind it is difficult to imagine life in the eyes of a Melusine. But as a friend, and I hope you'll allow me to say this as a mentor, I offer you all my respect and support. May your talent and vision shake Laplace once more. Not really a poem. Cafe. I appreciate you condensing it down. It's beautiful, Camille. Her overly cheerful tone breaks the slightly melancholic farewell mood and leaves Prisma Green's carefully built-up emotions crashing down. What? Oh, not the part about shaking Laplace. That's not important. We came up with a brilliant idea last night, and you're gonna love it.
about that.
Even if you don't, I'd still like all your respect and support. Those were your exact words just now. I did say that. For some reason, Prisma Green suddenly regrets her earlier declaration. But Hissabeth is full of enthusiasm. She's certain her friend will be a huge help. While feeding the fish in the morning, Caprina hears from Pointer that the tank's owner has officially ended her vacation and will soon resume her feeding duties. But the girl doesn't expect the path back to her friend to be completely blocked by moving boxes. Yes, Hissabeth, I just heard you come back. Is everything going smoothly? Certainement. Smooth as can be. Two little snakes drag a heavy box across the floor, and the kind-hearted girl steps in to offer her help. I used to carry props around all the time when I was with the circus.
Merci.
Thanks so much, Alia. Moving is a big operation. These samples and materials all need to be packed properly. If only we could move house using teleport disc. Maybe one day. You think we could spin that into a new funding pitch? I mean, a proposal? If I understand you correctly, then what you're talking about was in fact our original purpose. It seems her colleague is more than happy to snuff out Hissabeth's spark of hope from the moment she walked in.
Speaking of which,
So then you're heading back to the LSCC HQ, Miss Hissabeth. That's one way to put it. Don't touch that, Maxim. That one needs special containment. I need to shout, you'll startle the others. Pointer watches the busy scene unfolding in the room and calculates the obvious conclusion. Looks like I'm not really needed here.
that's it.
In that case, I'll head back and get on with my own work. Oh, of course, I got this all handled. Sabrina can't help but join in the moving operation, handled or not. I'm gonna call her out now. Yeah, they're actually close now. Wait, Miss Pointer. The girl catches up, still clutching a box she hadn't had time to put down. Yes? Aren't you going to do something? Like maybe try to keep her here? You mean Hissabeth? Why would I? I just thought you two would keep working together. There's still so much unfinished work to do before the project reaches space again. There is. But Prisma Green's project is also excellent. Laplace doesn't give out top ratings lately. Then what do you plan to do? Like with the boxes before, Caprina feels compelled to help, even if she isn't quite sure how. Me? I intend to keep progressing our research and refining this proposal. Scanning the girl's expression, Pointer eventually comes to a more human understanding. You don't have to worry about me, Alia. I was working on this project alone long before Hissabeth came. I predict that things will slow down without her assistance, but I'm certain we will be able to correspond from time to time.
Are you sure? Yes.
Within tolerances, but the point is... Pointer brushes back her hair, the mechanical structure hums in precise motion, orderly, self-contained. No one can change her mind. If that's what she wants to do, she'll do it. Doesn't want them to split, no. Yeah. Au revoir, chers amis. Chers amis. Pointer sits at her desk, going about her work as usual.
Hello?
Hello. Come in. Hissabeth surveys the room, an unreadable flicker of dissatisfaction in her gaze, leaving Pointer a bit puzzled. You haven't started, have you? What? Record. Fine. Once I finish things up on my end, we'll help you back too.
So?
But for now, come take a look at this. Research plan proposal. What? You've made a lot of revisions.
In fact...
Even though you never wrote back to discuss, I filled in the gaps, including the materials I showed you earlier. This low-temp materials testing enable was this inspired by Prisma Green. This has the potential to dramatically improve our project's outcomes. Excuse me. Looks good, right? The Laplace review panel thinks so too. Thank you, researcher Hissabeth. Don't worry, I'll make sure to list you as a corresponding author when you submit. Hearing the proposal updated was a pleasant surprise. Pointer smiles contentedly as she imagines yet another well-received paper. But somehow her colleague doesn't seem pleased.
The corresponding author? Why?
Why? Several small snakes peek out from her hair. Pointer has seen it before, a sign of great emotional disturbance. What's going to be my project, after all, since you're about to transfer to Laplace HQ and join another team?
I just don't get it.
Another team? There is no other team. This is my project. Our project. The one I'm about to start working on. The Serpentine siblings flick their tongues, eager to join in before Hissabeth at least realizes the crucial piece of missing context. You don't know? Incroyable. I thought that they already informed you. Incroyable. I haven't received any information at all, so go ahead, I guess. The siblings all seem to collectively relax, falling down limply as Hissabeth smiles.
About that.
After I completed our proposal, I submitted it to HQ as a brand new project. I passed a review. What is it that you think I'm packing? Our proposal? Correct. You're listed as my co-applicant. Winter's eyes shift as she takes in piece by piece the information that Hissabeth is relaying. We even got a collaboration invite from Prisma Green's team. Secured additional funding for joint development. It all came in within our main budget. So you're packing because I requested an office at HQ. We'll need to work there for a while to get a joint budget. We've got all the equipment there that we could ever need, but we could never get all the way up here. You make an excellent argument. Aside from the part where I somehow knew none of this.
No worries.
Hello, Pointer. Knowing now is good enough. Hissabeth waves her off breezily. Pointer doesn't move, doesn't speak, doesn't blink. After 10 seconds of sustained eye contact, Hissabeth adjusts her tone.
Okay.
Alright, I admit it was a little irresponsible. I just thought the HQ notice would reach you before I did. I believe they likely assumed you already told me, because it would be crazy not to. But then there'd be no surprise. Maybe the paper notice is still on its way, or worse, stuck in some admin's typewriter. They usually bonded over shared complaints about Laplace bureaucracy. It's a good topic to eliminate awkward atmospheres.
So?
Anyway, co-first author is my bottom line, so you're coming, right? I even applied for your budget, your stipend, your office, and your lab. If you say no now. Well then, what else can I say? I'm in. No more discussion is needed. They shift immediately into planning the relocation. Smooth and efficient as always. Restaurant Town. Their celebration dinner is smaller than intended, but no less high-spirited. Name day is off on a mission. When Zong hasn't returned, Han Zong left a note saying he's off doing side work, and Voyager's reassignment to the HQ team just got extended again. Glad you're still here, Alia. Otherwise, it'd just be us two eating by ourselves. That'd be us 9 and Pointer, wouldn't it? It's an honor, man. The girl lifts her glass of juice with great sincerity and clinks glasses with each of them. We first met here too, didn't we? I think we even ordered the same dishes. That's what happens when so much has happened. Time feels fast and slow all at once.
Maybe.
So then, this will be the last time we eat together here. She glances around the still oddly familiar restaurant. Despite her tone, she knows it isn't a question. If our research ever makes it to the flight launch phase, we'll be back. Class works with a lot of launch centers, but Priest Green really likes it here. He says the snowfields and auroras feel poetic.
About that.
Considering how closely our teams are collaborating, she might find an excuse to drag us back here. I have no objections. Same here. Oh, almost forgot. I should be offering Alia some emotional support now. Let me think. She grows serious, making an exaggerated effort to engage the unused synapses of her shared mind as the snakes whisper their suggestions. Emotional support. Is this part of some new research project?
In fact,
Priest McGreen said I'm terrible at giving emotional support to my colleagues, but I like to think I'm doing a decent job. Right, Alia? Caprina smiles as best she can. She hates to let others down, so she gives a stellar performance.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Beth. Really, I'm fine. I don't need any special comfort or encouragement. I know, but I need more success cases. You know what they say, only samples over 30 are statistically significant. I don't know what happened last time, and I don't want to, but I suggest you stop now.
That's it.
Maybe Priest McGreen was right, but you don't need to improve this part. Just accept it as a personal trait. There's no need to torture Alia over it. Hissabeth looks unconvinced, yet to head off the inevitable argument, Pointer raises her glass, shifting the mood back to a well-timed toast. Let's raise a glass. To celebrate our project approval and to our next reunion.
To the end of the storm.
The end of the
and
storm.
to the stars.
The end. Oh, that was the last one? I thought there was 7 more. I didn't realize we'd already finished 7. Wonderful sharing. Neuf tete-a-tetes. I'm assuming I have to play this at least once, right? Yeah, just once. Alright, let's do it. Where's the fucking... Oh man. Probably not the freeze one, I fucking hate that one. I don't know how this works, fuck it. You just have to play, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Story shorter than the rest of it. Like quick, yeah. I mean, it was only about like what, 1 hour and 20. They're usually around an hour and a half. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I like Hissabeth. I'll be honest with you, because she's a little bit self-centered, isn't she? Like, especially that ending where she just doesn't tell Pointer. It's like, well, you're being selfish. Like, she doesn't consider other people. I'm not sure how much I like that. Oh. Oh, looks like I'm gonna die. Actually, if we just start spamming green, we'll probably be okay. I'm also not a big history. Yeah, it's just no one can communicate unless we have characters. Yeah, I mean that. It's not even that though. It's like she actively refuses to compromise, which I think is fine. But not if you're like actually dragging other people down with you. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to compromise, then you should accept that you shouldn't expect help from other people. I'll probably heal this up. I don't think you need to play that streaming. Hell yeah. Another new reverse streamer? Let's fucking go. But the snakes are cute, yeah. I don't know, her story doesn't really endear me to her to me, whatever. I don't know, man. Like, I can understand being passionate about something and like caring so much that everything else just kind of fades away and you are so focused on the thing that you want to do, but at the same time, man, she's got all this support from people and she doesn't really reciprocate that. At least not in any like meaningful way, right? Like, it's always just about her project and what she wants to do. I'm not sure I like that. Which isn't to say the story's bad, by the way. It just makes me like the fact that I think this way about Hissabeth, I think, is a good indicator that the story at least conveyed something. You know what I mean? It's just her as a character, I don't. Are we gonna die here? Maybe. Oh. How's the story? We just finished it up. To enter her own world. As long as her students can agree, she'll do it. Not discussing with others doesn't even hurt her. All she needs to do is exactly. It's like she takes other people's input as a given, right? Like like for her, the main obstacle is getting her siblings to agree, but other people is like, okay, I can make them see my point of view, and I'm not going to take any other answer whatsoever. And I just don't think that's a very agreeable mindset to have. Bro, just kill me already, I think. I think we're good here, but I don't want to see how I can go. She's over debating everything with 8 other siblings. She doesn't see a point in explaining herself. Yeah, which is not a good thing, but at least understandable. Yeah, exactly. Like, I get why. Like, at a certain point, you just can't anymore. But at the same time, man, you are part of a team. You need to act like it. Okay, we're dead. Nice. Which is not as good. Karen is in a few days. What do you mean in a few days? Unless you're on China. You're playing some China right now. Oh right, you are on China. That's right. I forgot about that. Pink pointers. I mean, even if she's used to it, like, that's just not a good way to treat people. What the hell? Like at that point, you're just taking people for granted. It's like, well, that's not exactly. Damn, like, she's lucky that people are willing to concede, you know, to that degree. But it shouldn't be the assumption. What am I doing? I'm looking at it. Every Arcanist, I mean, yeah. Arcanists are quirky, and they're definitely very obsessed with whatever their thing is, but godly. I don't know, for Hissabeth specifically, they seem to really lean into that one. Into that aspect of her, to the point where it just seems a bit overbearing. And the same thing with, what's her face? Prisma Green, right? Like she, like at least she could recognize that she needs to talk with Hissabeth, but still, she was way too pushy for me. Like at a certain point, it's just like, okay, she said no, let's take that and accept it and just move on. But no, man, she just keeps pushing. Did you? No. Oh, that's right. I need to give you. What do you want exactly? Which of them do you want? I can give you one, but I want to see if there's anyone else who plays Chinese on the thing, because they might want some as well. And it doesn't seem fair to just throw them all at one person. I have the Icon and then the Rayashki soundtrack and the Doors soundtrack and one other one that I can't recall right now. Finally a proper character story for Fatutu, yeah. Is it actually good? Because I'd be very annoyed if it turns out this is just a big nothing. No doesn't always mean no, apparently. I guess, yeah. It kind of annoyed me.
Platform.
Just all of them. Like, Pointer is the most reasonable out of all of them, and that's because she's a fucking robot. Oh. Well, I guess Cabrina as well. But she barely did anything. Alright, I will DM you one of them later, Frank. I'll give you options. Does anyone else here play China? Because I have some codes for China side that need to go. And then if no one does, then I can just give it Frank. The Silent Grave. They've gone to the depths of the sea. Oh, this is the post story, is it not? Alright, let's do it. Hour and a half. We can get this done by 6:30-ish. The sea breeze still whispers. The Silent Grave. I believe it's just 8 more stages of Brick Breaker. Is that what this is? Are we doing another Brick Breaker? Oh no. Glow only, alright. I'll probably make a community post later, see if anyone's on China's side, and then if not, I'll just give them all to you because I cannot be bothered. As the sun sets, plumes of smoke rise. Come on, man. Oh, this is a pass. What the heck? Wait. Most sealess islanders hanging high above, shimmering the dust, all pointing the way back home. Fatutu, let's do one final check on the canoes. We don't want Toa tipping into the sea during tomorrow's race.
Leave it to me.
Toa's been rattling with excitement for days. If he falls in, I doubt it'll be the canoe's fault. Besides, brother, you'll be the one that has to dive in after him. He swims a lot faster than I do. The canoes are neatly lined up on the beach, each showing different degrees of wonder. Painted and adorned by various Nukutai hands, they stand like a row of strange, silent gravestones.
Oh!
Haven't made a new canoe in a long time.
Yes.
These old ones are enough to carry all the young folks of Nukutai. Paddle out to Iti, circle around to Miti, invite Boner, then come back to Melon.
Is that so?
Not if you count me. By next year, I'll be old enough to paddle too. Hearing the faint mix of complaint and anticipation in his sister's voice, Kamuta falls silent for a moment as the sea breeze stirs around them.
Listen.
YouTuber called Straw Hat, yeah, is thank you so much for the new anecdotes. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. For next year's canoe race around the island, I'll build you a new boat. How about that? You'll find a tree with the straightest trunk, shape the prow just right. When the wind and waves come, you'll ride them like they're a part of you.
But...
Kamuta. Fatutu will have her own canoe, one that no one can catch, because she'll be the fastest on the water. He paints a shining vision of a new canoe, but behind him a wave looms silently above them as tall as mountain, like a curtain of black. And it falls. But two. Uh-oh. We got fucking menaced. Oops. Check it out, yeah, for sure. Straw Hat, yeah. Where'd you go? Sea rises and falls, and the girl's thin voice fades under the rush of waves, but no one answers. The water wraps around her with a familiar weight, and Fatutu knows exactly where it's carrying her. I want to go home. I've been gone too long. Brother, Toa, where are you gone now? Fatutu floats through the open sea, eyes straining towards the horizon where ocean meets sky, unbroken, unending. Her island has sunk beneath the waves. Gone. It's all gone. Gone. Iti, Vaipunu, Meli, our islands. I shouldn't have left. Why did I leave? Crashing out. I mean, her friend's still alive. I forget what her name is. The one with the orange hair. Ugh. The question is swallowed up like a drop lost in the ocean, without ripples, without reply. Tutu, wake up. Wake up, Fatutu. Good Burton. Ah. Salone? Amuta? Realizing the nightmare is over, Fatutu immediately shuts her mouth. That was another bad dream, wasn't it? Fatutu looks for words, but only nods. Salone lifts her shell necklace, placing one shell gently against Fatutu's forehead. Fatutu lifts her own in reply and presses it to Salone's brow. Swept into the tide, scattered by the wind, gone into the mist. Let the siren's song not lead me astray, let nightmare's voice not steal me from my home. Why are we reliving our trauma? This is how she didn't get a character story, so I guess we're doing it now. The shell's warning keeps me on course. Its groove show me the path. I will return. I have returned. You taught me that song, remember? Salone's words pull Fatutu out from the cold sea of her nightmare at last. At least she gets to live in a fancy house. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You mean?
That was the day you and Toa snuck out to sea and got caught in the storm, right? I wanted to pick Compasare from Iti that day. Just one more sprig from my sea mother's eye. I didn't listen to the shell's guidance, and I talked Toa into taking me. Our canoe had barely left the shore, but the wind suddenly swept us out to sea. Toa paddled with everything he had, clutching that Compasare the whole time. Your brother was holding back tears when he realized you were gone. He was so worried. Remember how you and Toa got such a scolding? So nature of minigames, I agree that was a low point, but Buckarollas was a high point. I liked Fatutu's, I just wish it was an actual fucking story. The minigame was fun. For a long while after, I was terrified, afraid that making it back had just been a dream, afraid that maybe the ocean had taken Toa after all. So you sang to me. I will return. I have returned. Salone. How are you doing now? I mean, since we came here, we don't live as closely as we used to. It's not an easy question to answer. Before offering each other comfort, the two friends begin to feel how small their tribe is now and how fragile. Salone's tears fall hot on Fatutu's arms, cooling over her tan skin. Fatutu pulls her in tightly, their shell necklace is knocked together with a soft sound. I'm sorry, Fatutu. At least it's nice here. I've learned to write their language. I've been to their library. I've learned so much about the outside world. But it's nothing like what we imagined. We believed in those stories so much that we never thought to understand what was really out there. We never thought we'd leave. Even when we knew how it would all end. I miss Toa. I miss Kamuta. I miss our island, our home. Slow rivers of tears carve across Fatutu's skin, sharp with grief. He pats Salone's back. You can do nothing else. Trying to hold back their shared sorrow is like standing against a falling wave. I'm here, Salone. We won't lose each other again. Brother and Toa have already reached what they're meant to be. Their souls rest in the depths of the sea. They aren't truly lost. They'll always be there to watch over us. I bet son of Salone dies by the end of this. Is that true? They feel hollow, like she's not sure what to believe anymore. But they feel like the right words to say to keep her friend and her afloat.
Leave it to me.
Our home, our island, it will survive as long as we do. Soneto stops quietly, a paper form in her hand signed with small, careful writing. Timekeeper, Miss Fatutu has submitted a request. She's asking for a form of arcane skill that can put her into a peaceful sleep, or, if not possible, then any medicine that might help. Don't say that. I mean, you know, it might not happen. Medicine. She's been plagued by nightmares. She didn't explain what they were about. Perhaps she didn't want to relive them.
I see.
She didn't say what they were. What do you think they were about, Soneto? Tell me, what do you think? I can understand her pain. Did she say anything else? No, Timekeeper. She passed the form to me and left without a word. I must note that Miss Fatutu's request was written exceptionally well. By the book, really. Many people manage to be that precise. Foundation's forms are painfully tedious. It's nothing short of remarkable that Fatutu managed to navigate through them herself.
Alright.
I'll see what I can do to streamline the application and approval process for everyone in the suitcase. We don't need to be burdened with this kind of unnecessary paperwork.
Well...
As for our friend Fatutu, if she wants to rid herself of memories she no longer wants to revisit, then I think there might be a better way than arcane skill or medication. Let's send Twin Sleep to her, yeah, actually, though. But it'll take time. That'll help her. I mean, yeah, it would. The anatomy of pain. Give me a remedy that sends me into slumber, or better yet, back to the good old days. Oh, Fatutu is becoming a fucking alcoholic after this one, boys. So over. No, tell her brother. I'm coming to save you. Oh, she's doing scenarios. Storm is coming. The shell or island. I'm sorry. Fatutu lies on the examination bed, eyes shut tight, brow furrowed, mumbling in her sleep, fighting against the weight of her dream. If we see the fucking Lord of the Dreams in this fight, in this thing again, I'm gonna be annoyed. That fucker keeps showing up. It's strange to see Miss Fatutu look like this. I don't know if I've ever seen her so troubled. I've never seen her so troubled. She peers through the window, watching with quiet worry. Timekeeper's strange. When she's awake, she never shows any sadness at all. Even when she first submitted her request, they didn't seem afraid or sad, and felt oddly clinical, like she was only asking for cough syrup. She'd been so warm and kind to everyone here. She never let on about this, even if she was doing so much to help others. I suppose I just don't understand her. If she's hurting someone inside, why wouldn't she let us know?
So... is
Could it be-
that...
Could it be that she still doesn't trust us?
well...
Asking for our help may not be her first instinct right now. Her trauma is like her entire personality. There's not much to build. I mean, yeah, like they didn't give us anything, man. They like she got nothing in her own like event. What the hell? The Foundation looks out for everyone. All she had to do was ask. Asking is hard.
I
hope she'd want to be friends.
trust me.
I'm sure she does in her own way. We just need to give her more time. We'll be here for her, but she has to settle in first. Learn to feel safe. Understood. Let's hope Mesmer Jr.'s artificial somnambulism therapy can help Miss Fatutu recover. And when has that ever worked? Every time we see artificial somnambulism, it just fucks up. You may not want to set your expectations too high. This treatment is far from a panacea. I am Mesmer. The therapist steps out from the recovery room, pristine as ever, speaking plainly and without pretense. I evaluated this patient earlier. I had been preparing to guide her into a dream state, but before I could begin, she had already entered one on her own. It's just as you see there. There's nothing so complex about her nightmares, nothing that requires artificial somnambulism therapy. This is nothing less than pure and unfiltered homesickness.
I'm...
Is there any
not
other way
sure.
to ease Miss Fatutu's pain? It's her pain. As I said, you may be overestimating her capabilities, or perhaps I should say underestimating the nature of her suffering. I would never argue that artificial somnambulism is anything other than a remarkable leap in science. It's helped correct behavioral issues caused by the storm, paranoia, compulsions, violence, those things, yes. But it can't erase or even relieve the pain. At best, dream guiding might offer a momentary distraction from the nightmares, but it would be a false comfort, escapism. Can't rely on artificial somnambulism to save her. ... The rebuke leaves no room for argument.
I'm not sure.
Miss Mesmer, are you saying you won't treat Fatutu? I'm saying I have no treatment suitable for her. All I can offer is some help falling asleep. I wouldn't recommend anything more than a hot bath and a cup of warm milk.
I see. Good.
I'll wake soon. Despite what I've said, I believe she's capable of overcoming her pain, but there's nothing more I can do to help. With that, the no-nonsense therapist turns and walks away, leaving no opening for further question. Fatutu. Her gaze lingers on the girl beside her, then, without a word, she looks away again, quietly, unnoticed. There must be something we can do. Let me think. Some things can't be undone, like glass shattered across the floor, too broken to piece back together. The present problem just seems just as daunting. Side by side, the two lean against the wall in silence. They're searching for a way to heal something as abstract as heartache. Yet suddenly, footsteps interrupt their thoughts. Light, hurried like wind. Chimes are jingling with urgency. Fatutu. Where's Fatutu? Is she in there? I didn't think we'd see Barcarola here. He grabs a sleeve in someone's hand, eyes wide with concern. Before anyone can answer, she's already flung herself towards the window, peering in at Fatutu lying on the recovery bed. He presses up to the glass. Wake up, Fatutu. Miss Barcarola. Hey, that's another thing. We don't really... I don't see her and Fatutu being too close. We got, like, that one scene of them together with Miss Grace, but, like, that's it, man. Soneto starts to step forward, but a hand reaches out to stop her. The superior gives a slight shake of the head. Wait. I have something important to tell you, Fatutu. Her voice reaches through. Fatutu starts from her bed, her eyes flutter open softly, searching for the calling voice. You're awake, Fatutu. She leaps forward, she leaps toward her like a dolphin sailing up over sunlit waves in an irrepressible motion. Barcarola. Shadow, who else would it be?
Fantastico.
Time to wake up. There's something far more important than sleeping to be done now. What is it? It's trade season. Look. The trade season is just about to begin. Barcarola's Matilda to Fatutu Soneto. Guess so, yeah. Lanterns in the night. Light the hall, let not the musician play in the dark. Leaps like a dolphin while carrying that crackling box. She's just really strong, man. Trust. Even though she's got like noodle arms. Giant doohickey in the hospital corridors. This festival of trade sparks a lively wave of chatter. The atmosphere shifts entirely.
Is that so?
There's a trade season here too. I never knew. So think about it. When you used to trade your goods, they would be passed along through more trades and end up in even farther places. So with so many goods and people moving around, it's only natural to hold a festival here. I guess that kind of makes sense. Makes complete sense, Fatutu. Just think of it. Just think. Now, of course, not every place people trade is like your island. So there aren't any ships around, but it's really very similar. The one we have here is called, She drops her hand backwards. Her nimble fingers portray an obvious message in precise and desperate motions. Help. The Suitcase Trade Fair. See, yes, the Suitcase Trade Fair. What a lovely name. Simple, but with a solid musical quality. Now there, it's not just the Nugatao trade seasons and the suitcase trade fairs. There are so many more, like the Gem Sparkle Fair, the Fruit Show Market, and the Lakeside Market, the Secondhand Beach. Like a French person. Oh wait, that's right. It'd be certamente, right? If it's Italian. I'm stuck on Hissabeth right now.
You mean?
For the whole year? Then when do you outsiders ever stop? Okay, well, okay, you're an outsider now too, so let's not start with that.
Oh, how interesting.
We don't. Everyone's always on the move from one trade season to the next, round and round.
But
That's... The alien girl's eyes widen. The sights and sounds of the outside world leave her momentarily stunned. That's incredible. Back home, once the trade season ended and the ships left, we stopped thinking about it entirely. We'd go back to repairing our fishing boats and keeping the pests out of the fruit trees. We'd prep our canoes for the races, sort and polish shells, or kick a ball around before the sun went down. We wouldn't think about it again until the ships returned, and then the sailors and merchants would trade our fish, fruit, and crafts or other goods. We always just waited for someone to come and trade with us. Yucatec people need time to live our lives, time to relax.
oh,
Es certo. But the trade season is still important to the Yucatec people, isn't it?
yes.
Of course, during the trade season we trade for medicine, tobacco, and dyes. Once I traded for some little ceramic flowers that I shared with Swane, one for each of us. And once a butterfly made of tin, but the sea air rusted it away only a few days later. Trade season has always meant a lot for the Yucatec. Kindred spirits, Barcolo lights up and clasps Fatutu's hands in hers, as if anchoring herself to a newfound certainty. And the suitcase trade fair is important too.
Oh, how interesting.
We'll have a huge festival, 2 days long, with vendors, customers, and everyone involved. Hearing this, the usually composed Senato draws a breath. That's his wife, Fatutu, we truly need you. The passionate young musician looks eyes with her, holding such a sincere and joyful gaze that Fatutu can't help but grab her hand.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything I can help with, I'll do my best. If the suitcase trade fair is anything like the Yucatec trade season, then it's nothing like it. The musician's energy surges into a crescendo in a tempo impossible to fully keep up with. What I mean is, we haven't got nearly enough goods to sell. We need to design our invitations, and the venue setup still needs to be figured out. When it comes to holding a trade fair, we're nowhere near as experienced as the Yucatec. But we're already moving full speed ahead with preparations, and He pats her chest with elegant pride. I intend to grace this trade fair with a musical performance, a show for the ages. Now, for Fatutu, we have but one major problem. A kind of problem. A flurry of energy comes crashing to a focal point, but Fatutu seems unable to imagine what sort of problem there could be. We must light up the night.
Oh no.
You see, the Sukiage trade fair is set to last 2 days and 1 night, but we've run into some issues because we don't have a light for the night. The gifted musician is nearly as capable at improvising advents as she is with music, but still trips over a sour note. Luckily, someone else is able to carry the tune.
I'm sorry.
Here's the situation. We have a researcher in the wilderness who's using our backup power for some experiments.
I think so.
I suspect his energy usage has gone well beyond what he noted on his official application.
Well,
And more than that, we have a woman here who depends on a steady supply of power to keep her medical devices operating. As you can see, we're in a predicament. The energy reserves inside the suitcase aren't quite stretched. We can provide lighting from sunset to about 10 PM, but after that... She suddenly shifts her gaze towards the musician, the bow is rosined, and the stage is hers once more. After that, we'll be cast into total darkness.
what a shame.
In the dark, vendors won't be able to see their crates, customers won't see the goods, and no one will be able to see me playing. An unspeakable tragedy, I'm sure you'll agree. Just imagining a lonely, pitch-black performance is enough for her to conjure a well of tears at the corner of her eyes. And still held tightly in the musician's delicate grip, and Fatutu can't help but start worrying alongside her. Cristallo and the other one is X. What? Oh, for the... Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm sure Burton is just making it up, but I mean, those would fit.
Leave it to me.
I have an idea. It could also be, I don't know, Mesmer, maybe, because she is a therapist. We can make Sea Mother's eyes, just like we did on the boats. They'll stay lit all night long. If we make enough of them, we can light up the festival long after it gets dark. He reaches over to wipe away Barcarolla's tears. The gesture is natural, unthinking, intimate. See, I wouldn't have expected them to be this close after what we got in 2.4. I've even set up extra sea mother's eyes around your stage. I'll even. That way, everyone will be able to see you shine like a star above the ocean as you play. Barcarolla's tears come to a sudden stop, and she looks deeply into her friend's eyes. The series has its own power source. I mean, yeah, it does. Which is kind of weird if you think about it. Like, where's that coming from? Then she throws her arms around her with an emotional hug, bursting into even louder sobs. You're just... The words tumble out like notes from a melody she never quite finishes. In the end, she still can't say exactly what kind of girl this islander is. Last compass grass. Our guide through storms and waves. Oh, Connie would absolutely make it worse. That's all she can do. Trips of palm bar. Okay, why? Bundle commissary seals jars of animal oil and basket of clean white shells. Handcrafted wind mill turning in the breeze, a box of pigments ground from a scorched reef rock, a nuka and a musician who sails with the tide. Fatutu, look. Her college dropout ass can't do shit. No, it cannot. She holds up a piece of concrete bark to her face, peeking through two holes like a child discovering something new.
Like so much fun.
I found one too. Fatutu finds another piece of bark, puts it in front of her face, and speaks through the right cut-out mouthful. I look like I'm from the forest. Does that mean I'm a druid? A strange new story, an unfamiliar word, and a clumsy pronunciation.
Oh, is that so?
You've been reading. She's literate.
Yes.
Salone was teaching me. It's fun to read all the world stories. I'm still learning, so I'm not very fast, but they talk about so many things I've never even heard of before.
Fantastic.
You're doing amazing already, Fatutu. Follows Fatutu's instructions, untying the compasare and dipping each strand into the oil one by one. The smell, it's very special, I must say. Compasare has many uses. It's a medicinal herb. It helps with stomach pain, inflammation, warts. Before the ships ever came to Nukatea, we often use it to help cure ourselves. When we first started trading with outsiders for the medicine, many of the elders didn't trust it. They called it poison. They only believed in our island's herbs. But Compasare alone can't heal everything. She learned the importance of having medicine on hand many times over during her sea voyages. To the Nukatai, ignorance is a virtue. If you get sick at sea, there's no shore to dock at. You can't stop. We ride out storms and waves, cast our nets, haul the catch, and return home when they're full. Even if you're hurt, you do your part. When you're back on the island, your kin will heal you. You game ZZZ. I have not touched ZZZ in a bit.
Oh?
Have you gone through something like that?
Yes.
We were out at sea and a lightning storm hit. The whole sky turned blood red and the lightning split the waves. Everyone was soaked. The boat pitched high and we clung to the rails with all we had so we couldn't fall overboard. Barcarolla couldn't help but picture it in vivid detail. She had seen how terrifying a storm could be on the open ocean, but that wasn't the relative safety of the cruise liner. I've heard lightning strike a crate. It cracked open and our hollow flutes and red snappers rolled into the sea. That was the scariest trip we ever had.
Oh no.
How did you make it back?
Oh.
We simply shut our eyes and sailed through the storm. We put on a charm made from burned compasare root and it helped keep lightning away. Touch these, whatever. I do not have time for all this stuff. Like, I log in for daily sometimes, but man, like I still haven't done the Sons of Caledon that far back. Rockroll runs her fingers over the root in her hand. Its twisted shape soft but dry to the touch. Before we left, we consulted the shell's guidance. It told us we'd return safely. But the shell doesn't tell you what will happen, only how it ends. When we got back, I looked at the roots. They turned to black ash, and the wind had carried them away. Wow, I never imagined these leafy things could be so magical. Compasare, compasare. She picks one from Barcolo's hand. The dried plant curls slightly, its leaves dulled without water. What compasare is used depends a lot on how it's grown. On Nucateo, there are many types. The kind we use for sea mother's eye is the most common. It needs sunlight, so we plant it in bright places. It stores up the sun's light during the day and glows in the dark. When we return from sea, the light of these sea mother's eyes leads us back to safety. Oh, it's a Paron. And the wards off lightning is planted high up, in a place where it can witness lightning firsthand. That's how it learns to avoid it. We climb to the highest cliff on the island and scatter the seeds there. Oh, it's Brazil. The medicinal kind, well, some we grow by the shoreline, some near fruit trees, and others have been planted directly in the sea. She lists the growing methods one by one, but her voice sinks as she continues. These are the last compasare. Oh. The last. Yes, the very last from Nucateo. After this, we won't plant them again. We won't grow them anymore. Hands suddenly tremble as she holds this fading piece of home. Fatutu, are you sure? Can we really use these for Sea Mother's eyes? Just to light up the trade fair, is that really okay?
Leave it to me.
Of course it is. He smiles, though it doesn't quite reach where it should. Salonia and the other Nukatai, we all agreed already. This timekeeper, our friends in the suitcase, and the Foundation staff, they've all helped us so much. We wanted to do this. We should do this. Letting these compasari light the Sea Mother's eyes once more is a beautiful ending for them. If we just leave them tied up in a corner, then they'll just be regular grass, not the compasari of Nucatao. But you can see our friend is speaking with conviction. Miss Baccarola, the Sea Mother's eyes will light up your stage. I'm so very happy about that. Let's finish these together, okay? Just like we did on the boat. Illegal black market, I mean, yeah. I mean, who's gonna stop her? Nature's solution. Like all good stories, this one has a wise druid too. Who was mentioned? The night is quiet. A melodic knock raps on the door, careful and a little hesitant. With a soft click, the door opens on its own, spilling out a warm yellow glow. She peeks her face in, almost like a dolphin bobbing her head out of the water. A figure is waiting under the lamplight, just like the story said. Calm as a tree. Hello? Green eyes look into hers, patient, ready to listen. Pardon me, I know it's late. I worried you might already be resting. Oh, it is Rufus. No need to be so formal, Miss Musician. Nightfall is the only time she could squeeze in to come visit the reclusive lady. I have a question, and it's really quite important to me, so...
I understand.
If it concerns me, I'm happy to offer what help I can. Please, ask. Baccarola twists her fingers into her skirt, the hem bunches in her hands. The druid before her holds a quiet authority. He hopes for, but also fears the answer. Miss Druvis, I wanted to know if there is a way to transplant compasare. Even a short rest between beats makes her heart quench. You mean you want to grow compasare inside the suitcase? Yes, is that possible? Even in my time, it was rare. It only grows on remote islands far away. Of For a short time, plants like those became madly popular. Then, not long after, really, they were replaced by pills and miracle elixirs. The lady walks alongside, creeping vines and silent trunks as she combs her memory. I suppose it was a matter of patience. There aren't many willing to wait around for a plant to grow. That's part of why, even when trade reached those islands, Compasari never made its way beyond them.
And
I'm afraid that plants, like people, have homelands. Compasari cannot thrive anywhere else. The answer strikes Barcarola with all the force of a broken string in the middle of their performance, and carries with it the same hot panic. I mean, there's no way at all. I don't know much about plants, but what if I'm very careful, like incredibly super careful? Too bad she's too powerful to be included in the main story. I mean, yeah. Yeah, you throw her in there and then it all just ends, right? Even if I might only grow one. Plants are much pickier than you might imagine. Perhaps you might plant it here, yes, but whatever grows from those seeds would no longer be Compasare. I mean, it'd just be normal grass.
yes.
The people of Nugatea know their soil. They grow their Compasari in ways passed down through generations. It's more than just grass. It's an integral part of their culture. And culture cannot be so easily transplanted. What about Fatutu? She used the last Compasari to make those sea mother's eyes. It's my fault. A quiet sigh. You came here for your friend. I wanted to help her, but everything seemed more simple in my head. Your friend already came to see me earlier. Huh?
Yes.
She knew the nature of Compasari. She knew what would happen when it left the island. Still, she asked me whether there was any magic that could keep Compasari alive outside its home. It was a simple, beautiful wish, one heartbreaking answer.
I understand.
We thought I might be like a druid from the story she read. Someone who could do anything. She placed her hopes in me. If we were truly inside a story, I would rewrite this chapter for her. But the story of nature can only be written by nature itself. Thank you, Miss Druvis. The vine curls up to her shoulder, its open leaves brushing her cheek. A small tree planted nearby, stirred awake by arcane skill, gently offers its presence. This is a lumen tree. Its leaves and buds can glow. Break off a twig and place it in water. It'll grow with roots. Once the roots clump, plant them in soil, and the branch will grow back into a tree. Perhaps it will help to light up the night. And that's the first note mention of Druvis since 1.7. Pretty sure. Or 1.9 rather. The water in the vase gently ripples as the lumen branch sways. Following guidance from her nature-loving friend, she trims the branch at a slanted angle, finds a slender necked vase tucked away in the corner, and fills it with clear water. Sure enough, it begins to glow, lighting up a small corner of the room. The event is drawing near. She intends to bring this glowing branch with her today, hoping it'll soothe the ripples and Fatutu's heart.
Fantastico.
Maybe this means we won't need to use as much of their Compasare. Fatutu? Fatutu? Huh? The room where they were making Sea Mother's eyes grow together is empty now. All the Sea Mother's eyes have been completed, neatly lined up against the wall. The palm bark shells are finely woven, carefully crafted, decorated with white seashells, and seamlessly merged with the Compasari roots. Finished them already? Did she even sleep? Where'd she go? She rushes out from the room with a stirring wind.
Huh?
It's Barcarola. I can't find Fatutu. Miss Fatutu. You promised to make the Sea Mother's eyes together, but she finished all of them during the night, and now she's gone. Soneto frowns, thinking.
I'm clear.
Today's the suitcase trade fair. There'll be more people around than usual. Let's split up and ask around, see if anyone's seen her. Great. Her skirt flutters behind her as she dashes off in search of her friend. An open-air campsite is starting to take shape into the impromptu suitcase trade fair. Half-open crates, rolled-up clothes, signs, standing lamps, little tents. Barcarola weaves through the scattered clutter as Fatutu's name lies coiled on her tongue. So long as Fatutu can hear me, she won't just stay quiet. She inhales deeply, building a voice that could rival any instrument, just about to shout, when a hand taps her on the shoulder. Miss Barcarola. Cough. The gasp of air chokes her all at once, and she's left coughing uncontrollably. The culprit gently pats her, waiting for the coughing to settle.
Well,
We found Fatutu. Is she alright? Is she safe? When it comes to bluffing, yeah. I think she needs a bit of time to herself. Seneto and I chose not to disturb her. She'll reach out again when the time is right. Excuse me. Would you be willing to be there when that moment comes? Barcarola's feet answer faster than her mouth. He leaves behind only the sight of her retreating back and a voice drifting from afar. Of course I would. Longest necklace. I'm assuming this is 8, right? Yeah. Let me actually send these out real quick. Because I have been not doing this. Man. Time to accept being homeless 52. I mean, she still has a suitcase to live in, right? She's not fully homeless. Alright. The longest necklace. Why hasn't my spirit shell cracked yet? Don't want nothing and you'll be happy. Okay. The stillness of the girl sitting in front of her contrasts with the rush of her arrival. Miss Lake lies quiet, holding a long, wordless note. Miss Barcarola. She pauses. Her shell necklace hangs low, her fingers run over its ridges again and again, finding deep and familiar grooves. I remember you once said that you made the decision to leave your home all by yourself. The ocean breeze swept across the deck that night as 3 girls shared secrets. Some kept theirs close, others let them drift. What did that feel like? Faced with a calm and direct question, Barcarola allows herself to slip into memory. She remembers when she chose to leave, standing in the plaza of Cremona, looking out towards the river, picturing the open sea beyond. The white dove took flight, skimming past rooftops. By the time it flapped again, she felt she was already aboard. Wind in her hair, heart soaring. Want to see all the weird ass and mess up stalls you get from Suitcase Trade Fair? Like Tuto, yeah. Everyone just has like their specialty on display and it's fucking horrifying. She had never imagined someone would ask her this. Perhaps everyone else, the answer seemed obvious. A daring musician who sailed the waves should be fearless. But her friend is from a world so different from her own. The answer she gives now must feel just as strange. No idea which. Actually, that is true. It's her collection, man. She hesitates. The moment hangs like the seconds before a symphony. It was what I wanted. Felt happy. In Cremona, all anyone could ever talk about and play was a violin. I didn't want to hear just one instrument my whole life. I wanted to go everywhere, to find every instrument in the world, to hear them, to play them. That was my dream, and it still is. I think home means something different to everyone. Cremona means something else to me now than it did then. I do miss it sometimes. You could say it was only after leaving Cremona that I came to miss it at all. Fatutu sinks her head into her shoulders. Her shells are clinking between her fingers. You're right. We lived on our island knowing nothing of the world beyond. And because of that, we never wondered what the outside was like. We were content with what was in front of us. Is there no way to re-traumatize the islanders? Yeah, actually, though. The Nukatai don't stay away from home for long. We only ever set one course. Maybe it does mean something different. For us, it was the thing we were most afraid of losing. Afraid of drifting away from it, never to see it again. You too? When we went out to sea, when we fished or planted, we only ever dealt with our own kin. We never trusted the merchants we traded with. They were always outsiders to us. And when the island sank, we felt we had to trust, but we trusted the wrong people when we lost our way. I started doubting things the moment I stepped on that ship. I remember, you were already starting to think that maybe the outside world wasn't as scary as they said. She nods almost imperceptibly. I saw how the crew would cry out to one another, their faces so full of joy, like how Nukatai smile after the trade season. I saw that girl, the other musical girl from the suitcase. She had her own ship. She stood there so proud, so striking. She doesn't even remember her name. That's so sad. And I saw you, our girl. People boarded the free breeze from all over the world, and they'd all stop to listen to your music. Her words rang with so much sincerity, the musician can't quite bring herself to face her friend. Fatutu looks out over the lake, in a stare that feels calm but tangled, like a knotted rope that's come loose, only to twist again. And I thought, if this world really is so full of hate and despair, why is everyone here so happy? And if we were wrong, and the world wasn't cruel, why did it swallow our island whole? I don't think it was anyone's fault. We just lived through a storm the likes of which no one's ever seen. A storm that dragged nearly everyone into the depths, without mercy. When I first left, all I really wanted was to see what instruments people in other lands played and what kind of music they made. But before I could even find those instruments, I saw the passengers instead, and I saw that they were happy. I also noticed that so often their first requests were to ask me to play something from their homeland. Sometimes it brought them comfort, sometimes it didn't. He remembers those passengers caught in moments of joy, followed by long, aching silences. I realized that there is no one in the world who is truly happy all the time. We all carry a little regret and a little sadness inside of us. You're right. That's something you only understand once you've set sail beyond your own shores. Even so, knowing all this, we pay too high a price. She lifts her shell necklace, each piece a different shape, worn smooth by time. In Nukatea, when you trust someone, you carefully pick out a shell, polish it with care, and add it to their necklace. You can tell who's the most loved by who has the longest necklace. It would trail through their ankles, then wrap around their neck once, twice, 3 times over. She has one of those long shell necklaces, a symbol of the trust from Nukatai. I always dreamed of having the longest necklace. And we'd always be in Nukatea with my brother, Oa, and Salome. We'd always be there together. She holds her head steady as if trying to keep her gaze from falling into the deep water ahead. So at last she can't carry the weight anymore. She folds at the waist, falling like a wilting leaf. She buries her face in her hands and trembles. Tears stream out through her fingers, falling one by one into the lake. It becomes a deep and sorrowful sob. I always feared what my brother told me, that if we, Jesus Christ, get away from home too long, the shells would crack and never be whole again. He's gone now. Toa's gone. We left Nukatea, and these shells, they're still here. Whole. They're still whole. Kamuta, brother, I wish more than anything that what you said is true. I really, really do wish it were. Also a piano. Wait, what's also a piano? Huh? The suitcase trade fair. It's the regulars. Home is near.
Timekeeper?
Are these all the things you plan to trade at the trade fair?
Yes.
These were the only books I could find that were still in decent shape.
Hmm.
Advanced clock repair, the beauty of poetic cadence, mastering the art of communication. Senator glances over the titles, a flicker of surprise in her eyes. Have you read all of these, Timekeeper?
Correct.
I finished them. Burton, what are you reading, man? Senator flips his books. The pages are crisp, clearly read, but well preserved. Almost new. What are you holding there, Senator? Oh, just some collage journals. I decorated the covers. She seemed unsure of how to explain her creations, opening the covers, closing them again, then opening them once more. You can paste anything on the blank pages inside. There are no rules.
I see.
I remember you used to make these back in school. Yes, Timekeeper, it's a habit of mine.
I look
Are
forward
those
to
real
it.
books? I mean, beauty of poetic cadence. I feel like that's a specific enough name. I mean, nothing comes up when I search it, so probably not. Appropriate instrument. I mean, this keyboard is by. Oh yeah, man, like it's everything. The crackling box. That's just everything. I hope so. Timekeeper, Miss Barcarola told me she and Fatutu are preparing some things to trade as well. This is all thanks to you and Miss Barcarola. I never imagined we'd be hosting a trade fair here. He looked at the stalls taking shape. Each one is fitted with a sea mother's eye, waiting to be lit under the afternoon sun. And so many people showed up today. Oh, watch out for the potion chest. There are still a few startle hoppers in there for my potion ingredients. I'll guarantee that Miss Sotheby's booth is a highlight of this jig-jog trade fair.
Let me see.
Also, my Typhon charm. It has to hang right in the center. Little Typhon will bring me tons of customers. Miss Sotheby, please keep a close eye on your belongings. Hey, you, how are you? Welcome in. We're, going through Fatutu's anecdote right now. My dear alchemist, you simply must take a look at these newly bred critters. Intelligent, docile, and perfect for potion testing. That's kind of fucked up. Oh, darling, don't worry. Today's trades are just for demonstration. I wouldn't dream of going all out. A lively voice calls out from the side. Welcome, welcome. With funds presently dwindling, I've been forced to liquidate some of my most beloved inventions. Is your YouTube channel a brand channel? I don't know what that means. I don't know what a brand channel is. Around the clock paperless printer. Critter flip for transfer. Jesus Christ. Transfer analyzer, pixel conversion lenses. Cash accepted as well as trades for worthy inventions. The crowd swells, the place is buzzing. Sotheby Tooch, the Lily, X, and Ray was stroking this domain. I mean, there's X right there. Yeah, speak of the devil. The first ever trade fair officially begins. A gentle melody flows through the air, opening the day's celebration. I don't know why these lines are so quick. Marco plays her crackling box. Some stop to listen. Others pass by, eager to browse the bustling stalls. Some hesitate, some haggle, and more still are drawn to the stall beside her. See Mother's eyes from Nukatao, shell necklaces, conch whistles, woven walking sticks. And the people who brought them from Nukatao. These handmade items from the sea draws eyes from all around. One after another, visitors gather at the stall. Welcome, come see what Nukatao has to offer. These necklaces and sticks are hand-woven. These shells once kept us safe from the sea. Barcola shifts to a cheerful tune, lifting spirits even higher. Welcome all trades and traders, browse as you like. Little by little, items are taken and more are left behind, filling Nukatai's stall. Holy shit, why was that so quick? I can visit the channel, but the problem is that you won't get gifted subs from it. Oh, I mean, I do get gifted subs, so It's probably not. That's my handling in front of this site. Whenever the music plays, the lights burn a bit brighter. I did not know, it's just auto-going. Special decorations. Play gently. Jesus Christ, why is it so quick?
Solid proposal.
And bartering, where value is judged on the spot, estimations of a trade's final worth must be assessed for future use. In barter. Also, I was not expecting to see Lucy here. Okay, wait, hang on. Go back a little bit. The light burns a little brighter as the wooden branch, newly sprouted and finding its roots, stands in a sun-like vase. Lucy Mother's eyes carved musical motifs lay near it with special decorations. Three little tackle lanterns straight between Sotheby and Fatutu. Play gently with the music. Sides, okay. Number of items requiring high power output, 0. Internal suitcase power supply usage, 20%. Ranking, low.
Perhaps.
Consider your energy use here adequately compensated. Thank you for your generosity, Madame Lucy. Don't sweat it. Man, imagine the Nukutai seeing fucking this. That'd be insane. Like, how do you think they reacted the first time they saw Lucy? It's crazy. Before midnight, everything the Nukutai had brought to trade is gone. Miss Fatutu. That's so good, even Lucy, actually, though. Timekeeper, what of things to trade? Are those what you got from the fair? She sees a few books, sneakily tucked at Timekeeper's side. Just the ones that didn't get traded.
Oh!
I see. Timekeeper, I saved a shell necklace for you. A necklace strung with shells, a dazzling array of shapes and colors, delicate and distinct. This one follows a traditional Nukutei style. Fuck it. Timekeeper, all of us are truly grateful to you and the Foundation for letting us stay here. But for Tutu and all of us to have a good new home, we're so thankful. Yes, those complicated forms. We never could have filled them out without your help. Especially that library registration. Of course, are any of you interested in these books? The Islanders squint at the titles, trading thoughts and guesses about their meanings. Clock repair. Ah, for the machine they use at all time. Fatutu steps closer, her question shining in her eyes. A shiny woman is making me feel things here, actually. Fucking hell. Timekeeper, I've been needing to ask you something. A long time ago, my brother told me that if a Nukutai were ever to leave their home, their shell would crack. She runs her fingers along her necklace. Each shell remains intact and unbroken. I never quite understood if you meant it. We never ventured far enough to see. She passes the necklace to the Timekeeper. Even under the night sky, it gleams under the sea mother's eyes. A quiet, distant power still flows within, tracing every line, gliding through its grooves. I can feel it. Could it be that your brother was right? It's just that you never left your home. That's why it's still whole. The island girl doesn't seem to have a reply or a reaction ready until a Nukutai voice calls her name. Fatutu, Timekeeper, we've decided. We're keeping this one, mastering the art of communication. They walk over to Fatutu, wearing smiles that are as familiar to her as the grooves of her shells. He's seen them by the bonfire, on the beach, open wide in song and riding the ocean wind. They always knew they could go home. It was always beneath their feet, behind them or just ahead. Could it be that's wonderful. How is that not the last note? That's like a perfect ending, what do you mean? Alright, last one, and then I can finally go to bed. Seabray still whispers, a new home. Burden gaslighting girl boss. Yeah, she just makes her believe everything's fine, right? You finished your book. I did, but I didn't understand most of it. It says when facing different people you use different greetings, and even different smiles.
What?
I get the greeting part, but I guess I've never noticed how smiles can be different. The book says lift your eyebrows and curl your lips up, like this. She lifts the corner of her mouth with her fingers, trying to mimic the motion. Then drops her hands and laughs.
You mean?
I get it. Remember how brother used to laugh like that when he had just caught a fish, or when he was climbing trees for fruit and fell out? That was another laugh, all wobbly and silly. It didn't seem to help the pain. Maybe we need to learn a silly kind of laugh to feel better. All we really need to do is learn to laugh again. This. He lets out a bold, familiar laugh. Sounds just like the old days. Anyone needs to teach us how to laugh. Exactly. The nuclear type people have always known how. They calm like ripples with the sound of laughter.
When the first proverb appears on the shell, we reach the shores of elsewhere. The island, the upturned palm of Mother Sea.
One steamboat now beds itself in the golden sand.
When the second proverb appears on the shell, we kindle the fire, the crackling warmth, the spark of hope.
The joyful people are long blessed as one. And higher than us at some point.
When the third proverb appears on the shell,
I think it's intentional.
we accept the sea's gift.
Still can't get into the game, I'm gonna
The
move.
rolling waves.
Oh shit.
The
It's an
plentiful
internet
fish.
thing or what? The cool sea breeze cradles us. Fatutu, I'm heading back to the library. I'm going to start a new book. I'll tell you about it next time.
Oh,
That Clock book was interesting after all. We're going to try our hands at it. It took us all day to read one page.
that's
Jeez,
awesome.
what a project. The people of Nukateo head off again, busy with their new lives. Fatutu remains behind, facing out at the water of the lake, and reaches for her chest to a shell necklace that holds new pieces. Ridiculous. I don't know what this is. A music note pin dancing between waves. A miniature vintage record. A collage stamp showing the 4 seasons. A delicate silver pocket watch on a single chain. Together they form a brand new necklace. Not global for some reason, what the heck? The island girl closes her eyes, wondering where the wind might carry her. And softly hums a tune. Slipping to the tide, scattered by the wind, gone into the mist. Let the siren's song not lead me astray, let nightmare's voice not steal me from my home. Shell's warning keeps me on course, its groove show me the path. I will return. I have returned. I like this one. This is what her story should have been, right? Like, yeah, intersperse it with fucking Peggle if you want to, sure, but like that should have been straight up her character story. I don't know why it had to be made into an anecdote. Alright. I enjoyed that one. I don't know, I wouldn't say it was the best one, but like it was definitely a good one. It definitely fell more into the themes of 2.4 than it did for 2.7. Right, the whole finding family and belonging sort of thing. I feel like this very much would have benefited from being a chapter of its own thing, right? Rather than throwing it in here at this time. Okay. Okay. I am tired. We got through both stories today. What was the plan? Hell yeah. When is the next? Let me see. Let me see. One day is when. Okay, well, okay, sure. In about a week, or oh, this is Caprino, right? Yeah. So about a week, and we'll have another stream, I guess. And think of Superman. I'll probably watch it at some point. John Bluebuck really wanted that island management sim into debut, apparently. Yeah, good night. Yeah, good night, everybody. I might have a video. I haven't done the, editing for the fucking retrospective for 2.6. Or the fit check. I need to upload those so I can, like, actually double dip on income. Okay. Okay. But yeah, when those come up, you can just ignore them. They're not actually important videos. But you've seen them by now, probably, as a stream. It doesn't matter. I'm going to bed. Yeah. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all for coming in.